save. Seed. Checked in players on. I'll do all players, I guess. Auto seed. Randomly. Generate. Boom. And start bracket. Right, a few buys. But that's alright. Spirits, welcome. Oh, I need to change my stream title. I'm an amateur streamer. Del Fabro, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Here it's me, Diamond. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. You know, if you can make matches though next season, I believe in you. Alright, so let's see. The bracket's been made. I'm fine starting off a doo-doo-doo-doo game, if you are. Although he's away right now. They're away right now, so maybe we can find someone else. Maybe a newcomer. I'm gonna add Henry the Fourth. We also have in round. Oh, don't do him like that, man. Don't do that to him. We also have easy to win against WNG Italian X. I think that's potentially a really good game. Let's see. We're still waiting for. Oh, Profuse Chokemaster Flex. He's in the game. So I guess we could start off with him. Do you have Flock added? I don't have Flock. Yeah, I get the lead by him every time. So background drama. Profuse Chokemaster Flex over here, waiting for his game. He's challenged me, guys, to a best of 3. It's gonna happen on Friday. And it's a little special spicy best of 3 because if I lose, I have to eat the one food on this planet I do not like, and that is olives. And if I win, he's gonna gift me 10 subs. So that is the deal we have going on right now. All right. So I'm getting some scouting in as soon as their game starts, and yeah, I'll be pretty happy with it. It looked like they're still in ban for me. So, Profuse was actually a guest on our podcast a few weeks ago, and he mentioned to me that while he's usually hovers, I think, around Diamond, he does take pride in kind of headhunting, if you will, community members, and he's kind of rattling off a few people he's I guess challenged and beaten. So it'd be kind of cool to see if he could take down Flock here in round 1 as they're getting into the game now. Yeah, I mean, this could not be a more difficult round one for him. He's playing Jace Lux here against Action Sivir Demacia. I'm going to assume this is Action Sivir favored. I'm not super familiar with all the intricacies of this matchup, so we'll be kind of seeing it play out in real time here.
A little further. Bingo.
Fedrasite protect me. You'll go no farther.
So a decent block. He's generated a Destiny's Call, grant an ally in hand, +8/+8. I can see that getting kind of insane. It instantly levels Lux, which is nice, and it is a bundle of stats, but it doesn't have that gotcha potential like Battle Fury does. Oh yeah, absolutely. He does have these Vicorian bruisers, but that's about it.
Mages can't hide from me.
So we have a Screeching Dragon and a Mage Seeker Persuader on the field for Chokemaster Flex, and he's just kind of developing out his board. He has a pretty impressive board, so he's probably happy with how things are going right about now. Leaking. Right.
Oh, yo, of course, Mad Wheels reminded me to turn off alerts. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. I most definitely will forget. Appreciate that.
All right.
Okay, coming in with these blocks. And of course, Profuse got the nice skin. Got the nice Academy Lux skin. Looking fresh. Here comes the beam. So how you feel about him not beaming action here?
So the Vicorian Bruiser is kind of the value engine of the deck. So killing the Vicorian Bruiser, it actually slows down actions level up because they're not getting that that targeted spell every single turn.
True.
And if you kill action, they could just replay him, which gets kind of awkward. Because then he's accelerating even faster because of his summon effect. If you already have a one of the units.
No, yeah, that's definitely true.
All right, the landmark.
Oh nah, I just turned off the alerts for like when people follow our sub while we're doing the tournament. Mad Wheels.
Their guilt is evident.
Yo, I'm liking this position. Yo, I'm liking this position from Profuse. I'm not gonna hold you. This is looking alright for him.
Yeah, especially because we can see Flock's hand. He doesn't have any interaction.
Yeah.
Which is kind of awkward. And he can even kill this Vicorian Bruiser with the Sharp Sight, or at least he could threaten to kill it. We do see the kind of Sharp Sight in response.
I think we're supposed to take the free action here, right?
I do agree. So I think it's actually right. And now this is crazy, and I have caster vision. I probably wouldn't think about this in game. But if you let this go through as is, your True Shot Barrage is actually pretty good next turn. He's going for damage.
Oh, he's going for
and the
damage.
True Shot, he's even bigger brain than me.
Oh, that's lethal.
Because exactly, the True Shot Barrage next turn is now representing lethal, and he might just come out here and
Okay.
get game one.
That's what I like to see. Okay.
If for some reason it is not lethal, he also has this Pharaoh or Albus Pharos in his hand, and just one attack on that will put more damage on the stack. So really good position here for Chokemaster Flex.
For sure. No, I think this position is really good for him actually. Of course, Flock is gonna try to level up Action, which is a pretty good play here. But he can't stop this damage, right? There's no way for him to stop this damage. He's just taking 10.
Absolutely not. 10 damage is connecting here. Which for Flock, he might be thinking, okay, all right, I'm fine as long as he doesn't have like a Mystic Shot or any burn spell in handed. While there is no Mystic Shot, there is a True Shot Barrage. He will have enough mana. So unless Flock can win with an open attack, I think this one's just over. Hint, I don't think it's possible to win with an open attack.
Nah, I don't think it's possible to win on open. But yeah, wow. Profuse takes the win, bro. That's crazy. Yo, this is why I personally I like best of one form. Well, not best of one, but like I like the format that we have, right?
Single limb?
Yeah, single limb. Because like imagine if imagine if you had to face Flock multiple times. Like 9 times out of 10, you're gonna lose, right? Because he knows what your deck is gonna do. But like now that he's seeing this True Shot Barrage, obviously if he plays you again, he's gonna probably think about playing around this kind of card, right?
Well, this was manifested from the Pharaoh's Financier.
Oh.
So it gets a lot harder to play around when they're going to be manifesting these crazy cards like that. So game one going nice and quick to Chokemaster Flex. I'm excited to see game two.
Oh, I'm excited to see game two. Oh, wow. Damn, that's clean. That's clean right there. I'm curious. How is he on stream right now? That was clean. I'm not gonna hold you. That was clean.
It would be kind of cool to see. And he's coming right out with Plunder. Now, this is a favored matchup for him.
No, it is. It's a favorite. Oh, wow.
This is a matchup he's probably very excited to see. Now, I'm noticing in his deck he does have a Monkey Idol. I'm not a fan of it. I think Monkey Idol is a very, like, not good card. I think it's too slow for what Plunder often wants to do. However, he sends that back into his deck. And he has some nice early game here. I'm interested to see what he decides to do on turns 1 and 2. Parlaying the face is oftentimes a good option, but he doesn't take that line. And instead he just passes. It goes to turn 2.
Mad Will said, I don't like losers bracket. Nah, bro, I don't like losers bracket. Not only because we don't have enough time, right? Because even if I felt like we did have more time, I feel like sometimes you can get that, like, you get that steam when you just start winning in losers bracket, and now that can create a whole like say for instance, right, we had a losers bracket. The tournament would turn from, like, right now our tournament is like 2 hours. It'll go to like 4 hour kind of tournament.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot longer with the losers bracket. I do agree that, like, it's the less competitive format, right? Having single elimination, but the benefit of it is it gives people a chance to, like, high roll a tournament. Like, it's you're a lot more likely to spike a tournament if it's single elim than you are if it's not. which is kind of nice. Now, we see Mr. Chokemaster Flex starting to develop his ability to level up Sejuani. They're at 2 out of 5 right now on turn 3. That's a good place to be. By simply attacking here, they can take that to 3 out of 5, and they have a parlay in hand. That's a 4 out of 5, so they're getting really close.
True. I like this open attack here. It's pretty good. I mean, that's like the power. That's also the power of Plunder too, right? It's like it's not a super hard deck to play. So like when you're piloting it, and when you level up your champs on like turn 5 and turn 6, and you just like slap a Gangplank on turn 5, and you slap a Sejuani on turn 6, it's just really hard to play from that position, right? Like even Flock being as good as he is, it's just hard. Like it's just hard.
It honestly is, and we've kind of commented. Dude, Yoda, I've answered that question like 3 times in the chat for you. I can copy and paste the last thing I said. Alright, can you advance Yoda? Roji's wasn't able to make it. So can you just advance Yoda?
Gotcha.
So with the warning shot draw, we have the guaranteed Sejuani level up just in hand, just ready to go. He can both level her up and proc her effect. He's going for the greedy route though, the parlay on the floor too. It's greedy because he could have simply parlayed the Nexus to guarantee the proc on this turn, and then the warning shot to guarantee the level up. But he takes kind of the greedier line, tries to get the 2-for-1, and it does not work out for him. So priority 1 is almost always killing Sivir here. The problem with killing Sivir is that he has another one in hand. Alright, and he chooses to protect Sivir. Now, this is kind of a cool play. It's cool for a couple reasons. The first is that it kind of hides the fact you have second Sivir in hand, so maybe you can be a little looser with your second Sivir. Or with your initial Sivir. And secondly, it makes your open attack next turn still pretty good.
Oh, not getting that hidden is pretty crazy, actually.
Yeah, now we're kind of seeing how devastating it was not playing the parlay on the Nexus, because now Sejuani cannot level up until at least the...
That's definitely gonna be a game. Change the game a lot. Because just imagine if he had Sejuani this turn, right? If he had Sejuani on board, leveled up.
Absolutely.
That would have basically changed the dynamic of this turn. Because he could have just freeze Sivir and then blocked.
So, ideally here, Chokemaster Flex probably wants to take this damage.
Facts.
The problem with taking the damage is that you could just lose to a rally effect. So he is going to block and is the beneficiary of Flock not having a pump spell there, which is good for him. And now it's kind of up to Chokemaster Flex here to not die on this specific turn. If he could live on this turn, things are looking kind of decent for him. But there's a rally in hand, but no access to Overwhelm for Flock. So this game will probably be decided within the next 3 or so turns.
I mean, Flock has access to a whole lot here, though, right? He has access to basically a rally and a Cataclysm. So I'm pretty sure he can pull something out here. Yeah, I like the rally first. I definitely like the rally here. Because you basically know 100% that there's no leveling Sejuani this turn.
We're not taking it. We're taking it back.
Right, so now it's up to Chokemaster Flex to figure out how he wants to block. Everything is going to die, so it's a matter of taking as little damage as possible. And now I'm starting to see kind of a fateful, bad line here for Chokemaster Flex, and that is the Sivir spell in the hand next turn. If there are no units on the board of Chokemaster Flex, when Flock casts that, it will just automatically kill his Nexus. Right? All 5
True.
hits are guaranteed to hit the Nexus.
Yeah, he can't full block here.
And if he goes down to whoa. That's his second Sejuani. This still doesn't kill Sivir.
Yeah, because it's...
barrier.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one at all. He really needed to maintain a Sejuani. Now
Yeah.
his only out would be nothing. Literally nothing on 8 mana.
Yeah, I don't see it on...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sivir spell is guaranteed win. And we see it, Chokemaster Flex not quite able to defeat the Sivir Octron. He was really close. I really think the game kind of came down to the turn in which he tried to parlay the Merciless Hunter to get the proc instead of just simply putting it on the face.
Yeah, he should have just went face there. That was really the deciding point in the game. Like at the point where he was blocking with Sejuani, I think the game was probably already over there. But the deciding factor was probably that turn where he decided to go a little bit overkill with the with the parlay. But we going into game 2. It's a mirror match.
Yeah, and now at the mirror match, there are kind of a couple ways you could play the mirror match. I've found that I've actually lost games when I've leveled up my champions first. And the reason that I end up losing those games is because I play my champions first and they get Monster Harpooned.
Yep.
And that's a feels bad moment. Now, if Chokemaster Flex can avoid that fate, he might be able to be successful here. Very likely we see the warning shot into the Jagged Butcher. That is a complete counter to the opening for Flock. It can block and then attack next turn. Which will give him a 2 out of 5 immediately.
No, wait, really? We're attacking?
Yeah, so we're really seeing the value that Flock is placing on leveling up the champions. And with his current hand state, he should be guaranteed to level up Gangplank on 5, so it's just a matter of drawing him, which he just did.
Don't know much, do you?
So he's just banking on slamming Gangplank on 5 and pushing through. Okay.
Exactly. That's the idea. Kind of funnily enough, if Flock does pull this barrel, it pumps the 1/2, so it sometimes can kill the Jagged Butcher. Also, funnily enough, he could decide to warning shot, then it won't kill the barrel, and then Jagged Butcher kills the Fearsome. So kind of a weird, intricate line of play here. Do you see the warning shot come out? Very nice.
Looks like a pretty good warning shot. He chooses not to block? Wait, huh?
Choosing not to block
That
doesn't
seems-
make too much sense to me.
Yeah, I'm really
Because it
confused.
just trade later.
Oh, this is Ronnie is on top of his deck.
Or the Feel the Rush. It's Sejuani or Feel
true.
the Rush, right?
True.
I can open up his list. Yep. He's on 3 Feel the Rush. Whoa.
Whoa. That's a lot of Feel the Rush.
Alright. So being on 3 Feel the Rush, more often than not, is going to brick your hand. This deck, despite it having Feel the Rush in it, is not traditionally played as a Feel the Rush deck. The reason why it's not played as a Feel the Rush deck is because its strength isn't really in the late game, despite Sejuani being a strong late game champion. If you could continuously freeze the board. There's the FTR.
There's the Feel the Rush.
The reason why people run a 1 of Feel the Rush is because sometimes you find yourself in the late game without being able to win, and eventually you're going to draw that 1 Feel the Rush if you go long enough into the game.
Oh, and here comes him not blocking that other turn, right? Because if he had blocked that other turn, Gangplank will be at 4 this turn, not 5.
And an attack here is just going to wipe the board.
Yeah.
From Chookmaster Flex, it will push. Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage at an absolute minimum. It looks like 9 damage coming through at least.
And is his Gangplank leveled?
Let's see. His Gangplank is at 4 out of 5, so not quite.
Nope, it's not even leveled. Wow. This is
It
like-
will level once this Powder Monkey dies.
True it will.
I also just realized this Bakai Reaper is going to get huge. These are going to be slays on 5 different units. That's going to become an 8-2. So I think he actually has to block with the GP to kill the 8-2. Maybe that's not true because he's going to level up and he can attack and that's fine.
Yeah. No, I think he's fine. But he is taking a bunch of damage here. That is not a little bit of damage.
9-2? I could have done math wrong. Let's see. 8-2. Big brain doughy nut. Now. His open attack here isn't too bad.
I think he has to take this open.
Oh my god, he hit Sejuani.
Oh, what a draw. He
He
has to
hit
slam
Sejuani.
it. No, you have to slam it. No,
I'm not sure why he's not playing this Sejuani.
no, he has to slam it. He has to slam it. He literally has to slam it.
Okay,
Oh.
so I guess the counterplay. No, I don't know. There is no counterplay.
No,
for
there's
this
no
Sejuani.
counterplay. He has to slam it there. He literally had to. Wow. Damn. Why didn't he think about playing Sejuani?
Yeah, if he played Sejuani, he kills Gangplank. In the best case scenario. In the worst case scenario, Flock respawns with his own Sejuani, but it doesn't matter because you can still attack with the Gangplank and get the effect and still kill the GP. I mean, it's bad if they have the Sejuani.
It's bad if they have the Sejuani, but now it's even worse now. Because Gangplank is still on the board now.
Yeah, and now Gangplank's attack just wins the game.
Exactly.
Unless he can kill the barrel kind of immediately. Oh my god, he can kill the barrel.
Oh.
But he can't beat Parlay.
Yeah, no, but he can't stop the attack.
And he can't kill the zap. Yeah. Is there a way he can, if there's development here?
Yeah, it's only if there's development here that he can parlay face.
Yeah, then he parlays face and then harpoons GP on the stack and then wins.
Yeah.
Is that second GP or is that just a parlay?
In hand, that's second GP. Wait, no,
That's
no, no, no,
second
that's parlay, that's parlay, that's parlay. Yeah, he would win the game on the spot. Here it's just GG.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's hard. Oh man, he was so close. If he had slammed Sejuani, he literally won. Actually,
Very probable. Very probable.
it would have been so hard for Flock, honestly, if he slammed Sejuani.
Yeah, there were actually no answers to it, at least in Flock's hand. The best play that Flock could have had would be a Sejuani of his own. If he had a Sejuani of his own, he probably loses, but by not taking that line, he loses to literally anything rather than literally only Sejuani. So, well done by Flock, right? GG to Flock.
Of course.
Unfortunately for Chokemaster Flex, he wasn't quite able to get there in games 2 or 3. But sometimes that's just the way the cards fall.
Yeah, I mean, but that was a close game. That was way closer than I thought it was gonna be, right? Like, did you think Flock was just gonna stomp him?
I thought Flock was very favored to win. And that's no shade against Profuse. I think Flock, no matter who you put up against Flock, is very favored to win. He's done very, very, very well for himself in our tournaments, as well as in a seasonal tournament. He's made top 32 before, so
True.
I think he's just a really good player. Speaking of really good players, we have current top 32 contestant Ninetales Eluard going up against Flock upcoming. We also have Master Doran, who is in this tournament as well, who I believe top 32'd as well. So we have a couple options for who to view. Do you have a preference?
Give me 1 sec. Let me see if I can add Master Doran. Or did you have him added already?
I do not, so I'll try and add Jump. Actually, I thought Jump added me. Maybe it wasn't him. I'm already friends with that account. Oh, there we go. I have him. Nice.
Oh, you have him already?
Yeah, I've Jump.
Okay.
Jump is currently on Ping City against Darkness. I believe this is supposed to be heavily Darkness favored. And I am correct. Our stats say Darkness is 63% favored into Ping City. So we'll have to see if Jump is able to kind of navigate not only through an unfavored matchup, but against an opponent who is, a fantastic Legends of Runeterra player. Making the top 32 is certainly no easy feat, and Mastodon was able to do that this time around.
No, definitely. It's definitely not an easy feat for sure. Like, I think it was over 1,000 people tournament. Like, that is no easy feat to make top 32.
Absolutely not. So we do see the Darkness train kind of getting started. It's already up to 3 damage, which is nice. You really only need to get it to 3 or 4 for it to start to feel oppressive. And with the Senna in hand, right, he has this Darkness engine he can start to play out soon. So it's gonna be a rough time for Ping City, right? They're going to have to try and be very aggressive. They're making an aggressive double up here. Glimpse Beyond kind of blanks the whole turn, draws 2 cards. Quite the blowout here for Darkness. I always hate calling games, especially so early, but from this position, I think this goes from a 63% win rate matchup for Macedon to like a 99% win rate. Going from here, I don't know how
I mean, he has
Jump can pull this one out.
That's a wow, that's a crazy one. He literally only has one stack right now. He only has one plunder. And we're on turn 5 now. Wow. Gangplank should be level. Sheesh.
So not only is GP not even close to leveling, he definitely will not level this game. However, we also see that the Darkness player has done more damage than our Pink City player.
Yo, that's crazy.
And a Darkness here means that even if this GP attacks and gets 3 damage in, GP's dead.
Yeah.
He's not going to live.
He only gets 3 damage in for a 5-mana GP. Wow. That's kind of crazy.
Alright, I think it's very likely we do see Senna fall. There she goes. Senna applies so much pressure on the board because she can generate multiple darknesses in one turn.
Yeah.
The one on the play, and then on the attack, she does get her next one. So, we'll have to see what she aims to do here. Opting pass. I like the pass. Passing means that if the opponent passes back, you getting a big mana tempo advantage.
I mean, yes, but no at the same time, because if you keep passing against Darkness, they're gonna establish the board, and then they're gonna be able to just Darkness anything you play, right?
Yeah, that's what said it's good for the Darkness to pass.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was good for Pink City to pass. I'm like, this is like
it's terrible.
This is like it's like you're squeezing. It's like Darkness is just like squeezing Pink City neck at this point. And every time they hit that blue button, it just the loose is getting tighter. Because they pretty much need GP to level, right? But it's like you just said, it's just gonna be really hard for GP to level this game.
And even if they do, Darkness has answers for it, right? It has something like a mini morph that can just kind of stop the win con, right, for Jump. So really tough time for Jump. Looks like we will see a pretty nice make it ring, getting 3 damage in. Makes Senna die to a red card next turn, which is kind of cool.
Darkness and light.
Okay. 3 damage to face is nothing to sneeze at. And then also, like you just said, Senna dying to red card is a pretty big deal. Yes, sir.
Purple Berry Shake here will save the Senna.
It's basically like stress test only for 1 mana. In this case. It's pretty
Right.
good.
Now this Start Bulb Acolyte, that's not what that called is. This is the Stilted Roadmaker. Yeah. The Stilted Roadmaker reducing the cost of the Darkness down to 2 makes it much more mana efficient to play. Now we are doing 3 damage for 2 mana, right? That's better than a Mystic Shot.
Yeah.
It's just a really tough position once Darkness gets going. They do have a bit of burn in hand, right? They have a second double up. If that connects, that's really good. They have another GP that can push some damage. They have a nice 3/3, I guess, that something that could die to darkness later, I guess.
Keep your distance. Boom. Darkness and light.
So Sen is pretty much leveling here. Yeah.
Alright, so the level up here, gonna push one more damage.
It's gonna go for the double up though.
The double up will succeed.
It definitely will. That is a lot of damage he's pushing on face now though. Because he is starting to get low.
He is starting to get low. He does have a Withering Mist, so he could heal for 4.
That is true.
Come on, we're on the clock.
And he has 2 Vile Feasts, so he could heal for 6.
Yeah, I saw that play, and I was like, I don't know if it's good or not, but I mean, Macedonia's doing it, so, you know, it must be a good play, right?
It was kind of a sick play. It did get blown out by Make It Rain.
Yeah.
And now things are kind of scary.
Yeah.
Like, he's down to 7. He does have the Withering Mist, which is nice. I'm not sure if Doran is on Rekindler or not, but Rekindler was...
Top deck Rekindler.
It doesn't work. It does not work.
Yep, because Senna didn't die. He minimorphed
Right.
it.
Exactly. So that's like a big bummer. Because you'd much rather have a Senna here.
True. Yeah, Senna here would be really nice.
I might have cast or cursed this game for Master Doran. I might have done it.
No, I think he's still good, right? Because he has a lot of healing in hand. He has a bunch of healing in hand, to be honest. Like, for Jump to win this, he's going to have to connect a lot. Like, a lot of dots for Jump is going to have to connect here.
That is true. It'd be really unfortunate for Jump here. Oh no, the Trixie Tentacles is going to discard Gangplank.
Oh! You think he's going to go for it here?
Oh, he absolutely goes for it here.
Oh.
There's no downside here. It's just a straight, my opponent can't play another card this turn.
Oh.
Which is super strong for him. And the sad Poro. Alright, I take back the caster curse idea.
F's
He's
in
down
the
to 5.
chat. F's in the chat for that Gangplank.
Yeah, right.
He just wanted to be played. Jeez. Oh, wow. He couldn't do that if that card was still tough, by the way.
That is absolutely true.
My guy goes
Oh,
to
man.
8 health, by the way.
Yeah, back up to 8 health, and perhaps more importantly than that, he has 6 cards in his hand to the 1 card in the hand of Jump.
Jeez. I mean, he did top deck a really good card, right?
Oh, that's a naked Rekindler.
Oh, did he forget?
Probably. Yep.
Yeah, he
All right.
forgot.
He forgot.
He forgot.
A red card. Oh my god, can he win?
Oh, that red card coming in hot. Wait, hold on.
This Rekindler forgetting nonsense? Man,
Hold on.
the cast the curse.
Hold
This
on.
red card is nuts. He's down to 6.
He's down to 6. Yeah, hold on. Wait. It's not
He
over.
can block with the TF, play the Mirai Warden.
It's not over.
It is definitely not over.
Is he gonna attack it? Okay.
Oh, I think it's a very bad attack.
Me
You
too.
generally don't want to let them play another TF.
I mean, you block
can
this
help it.
every time.
Yeah, he blocks it, then Mirai Wardens and open attacks, and that's looking kind of good.
Yeah.
Then you're a burn spell away from winning.
Look at that. Okay. 3 damage
That's
on
3
open.
damage. Can he...
Oh, Withering Wail though. Oh, the blowout.
And the...
The blowout. Okay, Alright. If I'm jump, I'm surrendering here. If you do that to me, I'm surrendering. I played double Mariah and you withering well me? Yeah, I'm out. See me out, bro. I see you in the next game.
How close this game ended up being in like 3 different times. The game was constantly like Master Dorn being ahead, and then Jump almost like pulling it out anyway.
Yep.
And then Dorn being ahead again. Alright, now we see the Withering Mists.
Oh yeah, the Withering Mist is definitely coming out here. 100%. I don't think there's any reason for it to not. Really? So let's go with Darkness?
Concentrated forgiveness.
I guess he just makes another Darkness. He's just really slow playing it.
Alright. Oh, that's also more damage too. 6. That's 10. Just puts him on a 2-turn clock. Not bad. I like it.
Trying to think of what could be drawn here. I think GP's leveled up. That's not a GP.
That is not a GP. You could blue card for it though. Okay.
True.
Okay. What do we got? I mean, he does have fast speed. What's in it? Runation though. Yeah, that's the game.
Alright, and Jump finally taps out there. Wow.
That was so back and forth. Like actually, like it literally. I thought the game was over. I thought the game was over back a few turns ago, but it was like really back and forth, right? I mean, that Withering Well pretty much sealed it though.
Yeah, that game was a lot closer than it needed to be. The Rekindler,
Yeah.
the 7 mana 4/4, kind of made it a little close.
7 mana 4/4. Yeah.
And the blowout with the mini morph on his own Senna to try and prevent the double up. But now we're seeing Zoe Lee Sin against the Sentinel control kind of aggro. Also randomly has like Atro top end, I believe. Right, this is actually off Atro and is just going to Albus Pharaohs. The good part about Pharaohs is that sometimes you're just like hits your face for 6, so he's like a little bit of a worse atrocity in some way. But he draws you oftentimes not a Jace but a Shock Blast, and that is kind of cool because if you have Jace on the board and a Shock Blast, that means you're dealing 6 damage to the face plus the Albus Pharaohs attack, which is nuts. Oftentimes that could be a OTK.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. So I haven't really played a lot of this deck, but I have seen it a little bit on ladder. It basically wants to get these Sentinels to get buffed, right? Like that's the whole point of the deck. And once it gets the Fearsomes online, it pretty much just takes advantage of you not being able to block.
Right, and Master Doran's deck, Zoe Lee Sin, doesn't have natural fearsome blockers other than Lee Sin. Because they run Solari Priestess, and Eye of the Dragon, and Zoe, and Lee Sin. And those are their units.
Everything else is invoked pretty much.
Now, they do have a bunch of pump spells, so you can always create fearsome blockers by playing something like a Pale Cascade, but it's not always what we want to do.
True.
I pull the strings.
We're definitely going to see a Pale Cascade here for sure, yeah. There it is.
I think this Pale Cascade is a touch greedy. Because you have better things or more scary fearsome blockers than an Elise. An Elise is just the 2-drop that happens to be a champion. Whereas like this Buru Sentinel and the Burgeoning Sentinel can be pretty scary. And you gonna try and want to block them a little bit later on. But it is a strict +1 there, so.
I don't really like this Mystic shot here. This Mystic shot here doesn't really do much, right? And 9 times out of 10, you're gonna win with getting. My opinion, I think his win condition is gonna be killing him with burn. Because once he gets like a big fearsome in, he's gonna be pretty much trying to burn him out before he can get his Eye of the Dragons in, right? The Shock Blast. Yeah, that's gonna eat a deny. Sheesh, that's the blowout.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. The good news for Jump is that he does have a second Shock Blast in hand, as well as 2 of these Piercing Darkness, which means that he doesn't really have to worry about his health too much, because he can drain so much.
Well, that is what I pay you for.
Other than that, though, he doesn't have too much going for him. He's 4 cards in hand compared to Zoe Lee Sin's about to be 5. Sorry, about to be 6.
That's a really... That Equinox is gonna come in handy for sure.
Yeah, and Equinox here means that this the fearsomes from Jump Stack aren't actually fearsomes.
Oh, but that top deck of this, what is that Despair, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that can instantly get released in. We see he's used the Deny already.
That is very true.
So
That is a Lee Sin answer.
So if he just throws down Lee Sin here, Lee Sin just gets dealt with. I mean, he shouldn't because he's not under Deny protection. But what would you? I mean, I guess you would take a even in a single limb tournament, you would take a picture of like deck lists to see what people are playing.
Yeah, and you don't even need to take the picture of it, right? Because they submit them on Battlefy, so you can simply just like pull it up in a browser.
True.
And just have it up.
True.
Passing here, I think it's very wise. The longer this game goes, the better it is for Doran.
True.
The more efficient he can be with his mana, the better it is. Right now, by passing here, if Jump were to pass back, he would effectively be gaining 1 mana because that 1 spell mana gets burned. Whereas, never mind. I'm technically wrong.
I mean,
But
they're
it's still
both
good. It's equalizing mana. It's extending the game. The
Yeah.
pass here is definitely correct for the Lee Sin player.
Yeah, no. I think the
Let some
pass,
bank.
the pass here for Lee is obviously Lee Sin favored because, like I said earlier, this deck pretty much wants to win by getting a big fearsome hidden and then basically burning the opponent. That's pretty much the win condition. There's also some weird Jace things where you can play Jace and then with him leveled and use the gate, but I don't think. Oh, is that about to get despaired? I feel like that's about to get despaired. I feel like he's not gonna care.
He's going with the Piercing
With the
Darkness.
Piercing darkness.
And it's going to work out here. The best part about this Piercing Darkness is that he had the spare follow-up if needed.
Oh,
So,
true.
So he's getting cards, or I guess a card, out of the hand of Master Doran, and still killing the Lee Sin.
Oh, he's gonna go for the Valfeast now.
Unfortunately, Zoe's at 8 out of 10.
Oh, she's way more of a target here. Oh,
So
he can kill her
after-
anyways.
He could despair here, yeah.
Okay.
Because the landmark popped from the piercing darkness.
All of a sudden, this doesn't even look that bad of a. This doesn't even look that bad, honestly. I think we're kind of forced to take this weird attack.
All right, so probably despair here on the Zoe, and then he only takes the 1 damage from the Zoe as opposed to the 4 or 5 from Sun.
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah, this was a huge turn. This was a very, very big turn.
Yeah, this was precisely what Jump needed to get himself back into this game.
Mm-hmm. I'm very surprised that Master Doran decided to play Lee Sin like that. Very surprised.
Yeah. I think he thought he had the protection for it. Unfortunately, he simply didn't. Now, we do see 2 Eye of the Dragons,
And
but conveniently for Jump, he can kill both of them.
True. Oh, and we can search Jace here. This is actually not a bad position.
Industry and vision, the twin pillars of Piltover.
Like all of a sudden, this position for Jump is not even that bad, right?
Yeah, he's kind of navigated himself through the mid game pretty well. If he draws a progress day in the next like 2 turns and can afford to play it, I think he's gonna win. Especially with Jace, should be leveled on play by the time he's able to play it, or by the time he wants to play it, should level, which is a good thing. And now this game is getting a little rough. There is no immediately seen win con for Master Dorn, other than stalling the game out for as long as he can.
He's pretty much on the stall game right now.
All right, now that Eye of the Dragon is active, I think it's probably likely Jump will attack now.
We look ahead. Money matters.
Wow. I'm just looking at this position that Jump has himself in now. That like this position is actually pretty good for him. Cause once he levels up Jace here, Jace is at 1 out of 2 now, right?
Yep. The problem is actually second Jace is second Shock Blast, so he can Shock Blast here and kill. Like, yeah, I was gonna say an Eye of the Dragon and the Elusive, and that looks pretty fine.
And it's not really a response in the hand of Master Dorn right now, right? He doesn't have Deny. So Jump should be getting that read right now, right? That he has no Deny in hand.
Yeah, and not only that, but after Jace comes down, Deny doesn't work anymore.
True.
Because he's just gonna copy it.
And every 6-cost spell is making this this Albus do that much more damage. Wow, this is pretty spicy here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'd say things are looking quite good for Jump now. I looked a little sketchy for him when Zoe was about to level the first time, and when the Lee Sin was in the hand of Master Dorn, but he's kind of navigated himself through this pretty darn well.
So he does have second Jace here.
Yeah, so I think he's just going to Jace plus Accelerated Gate next turn and really apply a lot of pressure onto the board of Master Dorn. Now, there is a Concerted Strike. Not concerted, a...
Crescent
What's that
Strike.
card called?
Crescent Strike.
Crescent Strike. There we go. A Crescent Strike in the hand of Master Dorn, which will shut down a nice chunk of the attack of Jump, but it's not going to take down all of it.
I don't think he should gate next turn. Master Dorn, he's not winning. There's no way he's winning the game next turn. Because he doesn't have enough. He's not going to be able to push enough damage.
I think the idea behind playing the gate is that it forces your opponent to block with everything. And then they don't have a board anymore.
That's true. That's true. Definitely a reasoning behind that. But I think...
Because everything gets +4/+4. 4, 8, 12, 16. Oh, it's still actually not enough. He could take the attack, actually, right now.
Yeah, I think the attack is better. His attack is actually really good. But he's going to go for the... He's going to go for this, this gate here. Wait, does Jump have enough? Wait, hold on. I don't think Master Dorn has enough actions here.
He doesn't because of the spell shield on the Albus Pharos.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he has enough actions. I think doesn't he just die?
The spell shield. And he's going to heal to full. So I don't think he's dead, but he's going to have no board.
I mean, he could take some damage here, no? Oh, he goes to 5.
This is dealing 5.
Jeez, that's a lot.
He's going down to 5.
Oh, that is he gonna take Moonglow? Oh, he's taking what's the name? Equinox.
Equinox?
Yeah.
You Equinox this captain, or this Albus Pharos, but it's still a 6/5. Like, that's not a good feeling Equinox. So,
And he also top deck Valfeast like a god, by the way.
yeah, right?
Wow.
Nagakabura sends her blessing.
Oh, he's gonna go for
Right.
this beam. He didn't? That's very
Now
surprising.
that his opponent committed a little bit more, he might.
Oh, wait, can he get... Wait. Is he gonna get Eye next turn? Oh, he's not even getting Eye. Unless he uses this Zenith Blade.
And he does. It gives him a fearsome blocker and a lifesteal. He could drag the lifesteal all the way to the end if he would prefer.
Oh, wait, why didn't he just kill the Eye? I think he forgot.
Yeah, I think he forgot it got doubled. And sometimes just draw a shock blast and it
Oh
doesn't matter.
wow! He just top deck shock blast.
I don't think it could matter either way. This is 6 damage to the face.
Yeah.
So we're now in a situation where there is 19 total minutes, including overtime, on this clock.
Yeah.
And in game 3, that might matter.
Yeah, it looked like Jump had no time at the end of that. At the end of that game, right? He was in negative time on his clock. I think he was in the red. Well, of course, that's not gonna matter. That it matters a little bit going into game 3 because then that means the overall clock is going to be lower, and then depending on if they use all that time, then they can go into OT.
Yeah, there's only 16 minutes on the regular clock, plus the 5 minutes of overtime. So, like, the clock is relevant. I hope... Oh, never mind. We have a Pink City deck. So, I was thinking that the clock was very relevant, and that Master Doring playing this slow deck like Zoe Lee Sin might be in a bit of trouble. But against Pink City, I don't think he's going to have to worry too much. I think it's just a matter of him not dying, right? Typically speaking, decks that can heal are really good against Pink City because then they don't care if you're doing 1 or 2 damage at a time.
True.
Looking at our matchup tables here, Zoe Lee Sin has a 60% win rate against the Pink City. And we're seeing Jump very smartly. I think it was Jump based off the animations. I can't really tell. Ticking down the clock on the mulligan all the way because your personal timer does not begin until after the mulligan ends. So he's gaming the clock here, trying to be the winner in an extended game. It doesn't work, though, if your personal timer is below your opponent's. So now that the timer is necessarily required to be above your opponent's, he's going to do this kind of dance, trying to tick down the overall timer without getting too low on his own personal clock where Doran can win from the clock. So we have this kind of sub-game going on for both players.
It's like a game inside of the game, right?
Now, with a grand total, we have this 14 minutes remaining plus the 5 minutes from overtime. That's 19 minutes. It's unlikely that it's going to come into play, but it's certainly worth noting.
I like this Mirai here. Mirai is really good. Allows you to go a little bit wider.
Yeah, for a deck that runs 6 Eye of the Dragons, there's a distinct lack of Eye of the Dragons in the hand of Master Doran. And Eye of the Dragon is kind of how you stabilize against aggro. If all 6 Eye of the Dragons are on the bottom of Master Doran's deck, I think Jump is then the heavy favorite.
True. This is still a really nasty attacker, even with the stun coming out.
Back heretic.
Yeah, I think you have to take a bad block here on one of these 2-1s. But you save yourself 2 health. You save yourself 1 health instead of blocking the 1-1.
I was shocked to see Zoe not block there. I think the way that you win this game is by simply not dying, and he could have saved 2 more health. He could be at 14 now.
Oh, there's an Eye of the Dragon.
An Eye of the Dragon, indeed. How close is GP? Is that 2 out of 5? unlikely to level.
Yeah, I see 2 out of 5 right here. Do we ever just blanket deny that?
It wouldn't be a bad idea because this Pokey Stick is looking real good all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Ops not to Pokey Stick. Wants to see if there's an Eye of the Dragon.
I think we have to take that Pokey. Pokey is really good. Oh, because he wants to slam Gangplank. Okay.
Fight with my spirits, not my fists.
But our Zoe is at 6 out of 10, right? Starting to tick up now.
Yeah, so we don't need to kill Zoe now. We just need to kill her at some point, right?
True.
Ideally, they just block, and we don't have to waste the burn spell that might hit face. Like Pokey Stick hitting face, you kind of like when that happens.
True. True.
Or in this situation, Pokey Stick hitting an Eye of the Dragon would be pretty amazing.
I forgot how slow time moves.
I mean, I kind of like this damage.
Yeah, absolutely. The Lee Sin player is down to 6. They're not in a very comfortable position.
I mean, of course this isn't over, right? Because he can Zenith Blade plus Lee Sin here, which is scary.
Nice to meet you.
Now that Master Dorn is tap low Notify, or not Notify, Deny, I would really like to see a Pokey Stick come out on it. I think Pokey Stick is really nice here. However, it's likely that it's being saved to make sure you can level up the GP this turn, which I like. And there's a Dreadway possibility next turn. If Jump doesn't win now, which he shouldn't be able to, I don't think he could level Lee. He could play 2 spells. He could play 3 spells.
Yeah,
5, 6, 7.
He could level Lee this
8.
turn.
He actually is lethal,
Wait, he does?
right? Because he plays Sonic Wave
Oh, yeah, you're right.
plus the Zoe spell. Oh, yeah, that works too.
Yeah,
This is 6. He levels up.
yeah, he actually has lethal.
Oh man,
Wow.
I hate to say that I was kind of rooting for the Pink City deck only because it's so unfavored and they had a pretty good start to this game. Unfortunately, he just kind of got the
That 4 damage that he got early came in clutch.
yeah, absolutely. So now Lee Sin's up to 8. 8 plus 8 is oftentimes 16.
Wow. If he had one more point of if he had one more health here, he literally wins next turn. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Absolutely. So Master Dorn going to take it away. The power of Lee Sin coming on through. Even with only 1 Dragon Link popping out in that matchup, Master Dorn was able to get the OTK on turn 7. This is where you wish you had the mini morph tech
Right?
in your aggro deck.
Just the one of mini morph just for this Lee Sin deck, right? There's the GG. Wow.
All right.
All right, so let's look at these let's look at the bracket. Let's look how the bracket is coming down. So it looks like Flock actually got taken down by Elward. Dudu is going into the next round versus Master Doran. Unhinged got taken down by Ken Dot. Let's see here. Easy to Win and Matri are fighting it out at the bottom of the bracket. So
All right. I'm gonna make sure real quick that they're in game. All right, they are. How about we go ahead and pop into. Let's see. See if we could pop into Unhelpful Yoda's game.
Okay. Let me see.
Death Spear in 11 says Lee Sinbird. Absolutely, the OTK on turn 7.
Got that. He got the crazy. It's so crazy because if he had one more point of health, he doesn't die there.
Yeah, just simply one more. And then it's very likely they're going to win on the following turn. They could have played. GP would have leveled up. They could have played Dreadway. They had a Lecturing Yordle available. Like, things were looking pretty good if he didn't die on that turn.
Yep. Things were actually looking up if he did not die on that turn.
All right, I'm trying to add Unhelpful Yoda right now.
Okay. So I'm going to add Kendot. Oh, wait. I already have him added, actually. It's looking like it's going to be Kendot versus Unhelpful Yoda. Nobody's in... It looks like nobody's in game yet. So we're just waiting.
Yep, I'm still waiting for Yoda to add me.
Okay.
All right.
I was looking to make sure easy to win.
We could pop over into Mastodon and Doo-Doo. I think they're in game already.
Oh, they're in the game already? Oh.
Yep. I got Doo-Doo.
Okay, I got Master.
Nice. All right. Master Dorn playing the Shurima Freljord version. The only version of Turbo Thralls. And he got the matchup he wants. The reason why you bring Thrall is to beat Plunder. It is the best deck into Plunder. Other than maybe Tomken's Shiraka. But the good thing about Thralls is that it's still kind of good into other decks. It's not only good against Plunder. TK Raka, it's mostly only good against Plunder. Pretty bad into everything else. Whereas Thralls isn't quite so bad into the other decks.
The biggest problem with Thralls is that sometimes it can stumble over itself, right? It's like, if you don't get a Thrall on from turns 1 to 3, then it becomes really, really difficult to play the game, right? We do see Master Doran having the Thrall here, so he's going to slam that. But, excuse me, he did take a lot of damage to play it, right? He took a nice, hefty 6 to be able to play that Thrall.
Yep. One of the things that Thralls have going for it, other than the fact that they're about to spawn a whole bunch of 8/8s, is that the Plunder deck can't really nap anything. Because what are they going to do? Take a Frozen Thrall? That's not it, right?
True.
That's not very good. Are they going to take a Promising Future? That's not very good. So there are many things that you can nab that just aren't great. Like that.
Like that?
Frozen Thrall. That is a wasted card space.
Okay. I can see the power of that.
They also run healing, like we can see the 2 Kani Tavern Keepers in the hand of Master Dorn, which makes it the aggressive hands of GP Sedge not quite as menacing.
Okay, true. So would you say that they're favored in this matchup, or would you say that it's like close to even?
Thralls is probably 65% favored.
Okay.
The reason why Thralls made a comeback both in seasonals, now in this tournament, and I'm assuming they'll be played in the top 32, is because of their favorable matchup into Plunder.
So Master Dorian here choosing to pass. He wants to see what Nunu has, and the best way to see that is to press that blue button right there.
Yeah, and really the only way for Nunu to stabilize here is to level up Sejuani. If you can level up Sejuani, turns out their thralls might have 0 attack, and that's pretty nice for you.
Very true. I mean, we see here, Nunu definitely has the capabilities to level up Sejuani, right? He has double warning shot in hand. He has, what's the name? Which he's gonna use right now. What's the name of this card? I forgot. Parlay. There we go. He has a parlay in hand, which he's using right now. Face leveling up Sejuani. So now when these 8/8s pop, they're not gonna do any damage. They're gonna be 0 attack.
Absolutely, and so kind of a weird situation you can find yourself in if you're the Thralls player is that you look in your hand and you see the 3 sisters and you're excited to see it. The 3 sisters means that you can entomb the Sejuani and she can't get her proc off for 2 turns. But if you don't win in the window that she's entombed in, then you're gonna have the same problem all over again.
Born for conquest.
Let's talk about your dad. I've carved meat bigger than you.
Nunu is playing out his Sejuani enablers in the very much so correct order. The reason why it's the correct order is because he's doing it in a way that makes his possible to fail cards impossible to fail. We saw the parlay last turn. It's at slow speed. It can't be cast during combat. So we used it when it benefited him to be able to get value out of it at slow speed. We saw the Make It Rain. Make It Rain cannot fail if there are only 2 units on the board for the opponent. So he's keeping the warning shots because he knows that these cannot fail, and Sejuani can get the proc off whenever they wish.
Oh, but this Lissandra hitting the board. Oh, wait a second. Hold on, that changes everything. This Lissandra hitting the board now makes it so that these warning shots cannot hit face.
Absolutely correct.
So he can't freeze him next turn by what it looks like.
Yeah, and now the only way to kind of get around this scenario is to draw a Dreadway or a Gangplank and have a barrel.
Ah, okay. I see how this deck is very favored. This deck is very favored into GP Sedge for sure.
Absolutely, it is. It's very, very strong into it.
Because now with a tough Nexus, it's kind of hard, right? Like you're kind of in a really bad position because you can't really attack, and they can attack you. That's usually bad.
Yeah, he absolutely is stalled out until he draws a Gangplank or a Dreadway. Those are the only 2 cards that can kind of resolve this situation. And Gangplank is only good if you can beat the Ice Shard on top of your spell that you want to barrel. So Warning Shot's good. Make It Rain, not so good. Because the Ice Shard will just kill the barrel anyway.
So choosing to still go for this attack here. Really? He chooses not to freeze or anything? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Only still for now.
Yep, so that was the exact kind of matchup Mastodon wanted, right? When he registered Frozen Thralls, he was hoping to play against Plunder. It'd be interesting to see. I guess I could pull up his list. Actually, I should know. He had Darkness and can't remember his last one. Lee Sin. So he's on an anti-Plunder matchup, with this being the worst matchup he has. This is slightly unfavored for Darkness. It's about 45%. But it's not terrible, right? So he came with 2 decks that beat Plunder, and then 1 deck that's not heavily unfavored. In very, very reasonable, very, very good planning here by Mastodon. Seemed well prepared for this tournament. It's working out well for him so far.
So we see in the hand of Mastodon, he doesn't really have his champs. He's kind of lacking on his champions, right? He does have Ruination, which could very well blow out. It could very well blow out Plunder in the late game, but he has to get there, right? That's the issue. Getting to that point where you can Ruination them.
Yeah. Funnily enough, Plunder is one of the few decks in the meta right now that actually care if they get Ruination. Because they're so champion reliant, and their champions aren't terribly easy to replace. It also makes Feel the Rush feel like a dead card, because if you play Feel the Rush and then play Ruination, then what?
Yeah. You've literally, all you've done is wasted 3 more mana than me, right?
Exactly. The bad news is that we don't have any kind of way to pump our Darkness, right? It's only dealing 2 damage, and we don't have a Vigard, and we don't have a Twisted Catalyzer in our hand just yet, which makes our Darkness not really much of a threat, at all.
Yeah, that's a big issue. Oh, he got an Extali? Wow.
So the Extali Sentinel is perhaps the best nab that they could have. It's a nice statted unit. It's a 4/5, right? It's pretty good. It generates a removal spell that hits the face. It's very good for the Plunder deck because that spell is going to hit the face, giving them that additional way to proc.
Oh wow, GP and Sejuani are already leveled here, so this is already getting really spooky for Mastodon, right? Because once we see like Sejuani slam, and then once we see like a GP slam, of course we can get a Ruination, but like this is tricky. This is not gonna be an easy game to navigate for sure.
If we see Sejuani come down now, a Ruination is sure to follow.
True. I don't think he's going to play Sejuani here. That'd be really loose. On top of the fact that you wouldn't be able to also swing with her as well.
Yeah, I mean, an open attack here is pretty good. Oh, I'm sorry. He does have the attack token. I'm trolling. Yeah, I like the pass here. I think passing is perfectly fine.
No, I didn't text him.
A parlay on the face. Trying to block Plunder so they can nab yet again.
Trying to nab some things.
They get a missed call.
Oh, wow. What a freaking card, actually.
And that's a sick counter to a Ruination. Because it will at least bring something back.
I'm trying to like see how Master Doran can like navigate this, right? Because he could Withering Well here, but what does it really solve?
So that prevents one more monkey.
Okay.
All right, so that prevents another monkey. So now he at least can block next turn, which is pretty nice.
Uh-huh.
Oh no. Wait.
Oh.
Wait. Now it's a full health idol.
Yeah, he has to take this so that hopefully he gets that monkey instead.
Oh,
Sheesh.
you hate to see it. You hate to see it if you're Master Doran here.
Oh wait, but the Vanguard top deck here, not bad. It's not bad. Sejuani
The
here.
problem is that it's so late in the game and Vigar hasn't done much. Or Darkness hasn't done much. So Vigar himself isn't much of a threat.
True.
Because I think Dudu de Nunu can just kill Master Doran like before Vigar is even gonna dream of flipping.
No, yeah, for sure. He can pretty much easily kill him. To be honest, as bad as that Vile Feast was last turn, I don't think he was supposed to take it. Because if Dunu Denunu opened Sejuani here, he would have had exactly enough mana to Runation. I think that was the play. He would have had just enough mana to Runation.
Yeah, there's certainly an argument for it. For sure. There's lethal in the hand of Dudu de Nunu.
Oh! Xtali plus... Wow.
Actually, he doesn't have enough mana for it because it's going to cost 3. But he could Warning Shot plus Make It Rain plus Monster Harpoon. He doesn't even need a Harpoon. Just Warning Shot and Make It Rain. The Powder Monkey will die, and that'll be the last little bit of damage he needs. Withering Wail is pretty good against that, though.
Yeah,
So he can heal.
But then he doesn't save his Vagar. I don't think he should have played Vagar. Vagar probably wasn't good here. But I mean, we have Caster Vision. We're saying that, but we have Caster Vision. I'm sure if we were playing in Macedonian shoes, we would have been making the same plays. Probably worse.
Not only that, but there's just no good plays for him at this point. Because it's an unfavored matchup and he got behind, right?
Yeah.
And right here, he's going to attack with 3/1/1 or 3/1 health units, and Master Doran just doesn't have the tools in hand to deal with it at all.
Stress testing.
Still dead. Still dead.
Okay, so that's an unfavored matchup. So he got the favored matchup with Thralls, but then he got an unfavored matchup with Darkness. So I want to see what's the other deck that Duru Denunu decided to bring here. Going into game 3 here, guys. So by what it looks like, it's Draven Scion. Right? Yep. Got Draven Scion versus Darkness. I mean, I feel like back when I was like thinking about playing Darkness and bringing it to seasonal, I was thinking about like what is Darkness like really actually counter, right? And this is like the one deck that Darkness actually kind of counters.
Yeah,
is Draven
Darkness.
Scion.
Yeah, Darkness is quite good into Draven Scion. I think it's gonna be a pretty favorable time here for Master Doran.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check to make sure a game is started. They've been in for for a while.
Oh, who?
Maitri and Fnatio.
Oh.
So I'm gonna add Fnatio and ask him if they're in game. If they're not in game, then we might have to kick Maitri again. Like I had to remove him last week, I think.
Yeah, we did.
I'm hoping they're just in game. Yeah, they're in game. Okay, cool.
Oh, by what I see here, Montreal won.
Against
Easy to win.
yeah, the next game has been stuck there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm trolling. All right. Cool. Let's see. So a good start so far for Dudu Nunu. He was able to deny the Twisted Catalyze, getting the pump onto the darkness.
The fabric minions.
A very aggressive start we have available for Dudu Nunu. He could Zonite Urchin if you want. To get a Flame Chomper and push damage that way. Instead, he's going to Zonite Urchin to get the second Twin Blade Revenant.
I mean, we do see a Valfeast in the hand of Master Dorn, right? So he can create some blockers. He can block some things here. He's not all the way down and out. But he is going to burst speed, put down that Flame Chompers to block so he pushes some damage here. That is a significant amount of damage. But he does, like I said earlier, he does have the Valfeast here to stop some of that damage. So you only get 6 in here.
I mean, 6 damage, nothing to scoff at. While Darkness can heal a little bit here and there, I wouldn't say it's a deck that has quite a bit of healing. Unless they happen to be running Piercing Darkness, which is not very common, I don't think, anymore.
Ooh, top decks a Withering Wail though. That's kind of a big top deck, because that's some more healing for Master Dorian here.
Yep, it is a bit of healing, which is nice. It doesn't quite kill enough. Right now, it's only killing the Zonite Urchin alone. But there is a Vigar, and he is pumping up his Darkness. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately for Master Dorn, I think from Dudu Nunu of the Captain Farron. Captain Farron going to make those 2 Decimates in hand. Going to make it really hard for Master Dorn to kind of sustain through that. Farron alone requires a response. Something like a Mini Morph or, Vigar's Event Horizon.
True.
But in addition to that, he makes a Decimate. So even if you Mini Morph Farron,
He's still 8
Decimate.
damage.
Yeah, the Decimates are still in the hand. Yeah. And it's still a body on the board that you have to deal with. Perhaps the Saving Grace could be the Ishali Sentinel in the hand of Master Dorn. Right, that is some more healing. Maybe there is a critical mass of healing.
So with these Daring Portals coming down here, right? It makes his Withering Wail that much better. I think he snatches this Go Hard. It's just more healing here. Yep. So this Withering Wail is gonna come in pretty hot. Coming into next turn. Oh, and he top decks another another Go Hard. It's pretty good. Yeah, that Withering Wail is gonna come in hot.
Hopeless, honestly.
Block, block, block.
What are you
think the spider should really block like that. I think this. Yeah. Okay, like that block. I like it. I like it. So here we have a mighty 0 damage going. Don't get me wrong, Draven is getting some axes, but he's not anywhere close to leveling. And on top of that, he's getting go-hearted. So.
Draven out.
I mean, Dudu is not down and out yet, but he is slightly starting to run out of steam here because, I mean, basically everything Master Doran, everything he's playing is just Master Doran is just shooting it, right? Ooh, that's Senna. Senna here is big. She makes these go hards fast speed now, and that's really big. Oh, but Dudu did top deck survival skills.
I need it. I'm doing a admin thing.
Okay.
Sorry, chat. Gotta resolve a issue in a match.
Wait, how much is this darkness doing? Oh, wow. Okay, this darkness is 5. So darkness coming in hot. So darkness coming in hot here. Oh, wait, he's going to blow him out with survival skills. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Wow. That survival skills just came in so hot. Dang. That's crazy. Wow. That's survival skills. That has to feel bad, right? Because now you can't even kill this Pharron this turn. Oh, man. That feels so bad. I mean, we are high health here, right? We're literally at 15. Veigar is leveled here. Oh, what happened to him?
We gotta advance Eduard. The opponent played a card that they didn't include in the deck.
Oh, okay.
Go sit down.
Oh, so this attack here is coming in hot. So we see Minimorph obviously in the hand of Master Doran here, but he doesn't really have a way to stop any of this other damage here because he has to still play around these decimates, which is nothing to scoff at because that's 8 damage. Like, no matter what, that's 8 damage. All right, so he's digging. Oh, he doesn't find anything though. Yeah, he has to. Yeah, you have to mini there. There's like nothing else you can do. Yeah.
Boom.
Goes to 9. To be honest, I don't know if he's gonna be able to kill him in time now, right? Because he has double decimate, get excited, mystic shot in hand. So he has the damage to kill him. He just needs the time to kill him, right?
Yeah, I think he just kills him right here on the stack. 4, that's an 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Dudu finds the way through. And I believe that was game 3, right?
Yep, that was game 3.
All right, so Doo will be matched up against Eluard. Do you have Eluard added?
I believe I do.
All right. I'll go ahead and watch Eluard.
Let's see.
If you have Denunu added.
Oh, no, I don't have the Nunu added. I think he deletes everybody. I had LOR. Let me add him. Give me a second.
I mean, I get deleted by Flock. I don't get deleted by Denunu.
Oh, you have Dudu the Nunu?
Yeah, I got him.
Oh, okay.
So if you can have Eluard whenever they start, that'd be great.
Yep. Yeah, I got LOR here.
Awesome. That was first game. Yeah, the problem with Eluard is that he has to win with that deck, right? And he can't win that deck with that deck because it's illegal. I guess he could fix the deck. But no, unfortunately, it's an illegal deck that he brought. It's unfortunate, but...
Oh, he put the wrong deck in the what's the name of the deck code?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dang.
And traditionally it'd be like, all right, Eduard wins that game, move on. But in the Conquest format, he has to win with that deck, and it's illegal, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
And we can't hold up like the whole tournament and him fixing the deck.
Yeah.
It is easy to mess up the codes. I've done it before. It's unfortunate.
Alright, so here we're just waiting for LOR to get into game versus Dudu Denunu.
Yeah. There's a chance like Edward's a really nice person, tries to be like as fair as possible. And he's also, I believe, serving as a translator to his opponent.
Oh, okay, that's what's going on too.
So he's probably speaking with them at the moment. How to guess?
Okay, no, that's no worries.
My code bugged. Right, probably wasn't a bug. But okay. That's a bug. All right. Anyway.
Now, like I said before, I think I probably said this maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I probably might move forward with it. I think I'm just gonna make like a video just about like uploading the code so that there's no like there's not too much like scoffed about it, because some people just don't, sometimes it just messes up. Sometimes people don't understand what exactly to upload, so I just think that it's probably just better that we just make a video about it so that there's no issues, so that just in case if somebody gets like DQ'd or something happens, then they're not wondering like what happened.
Yeah. And then we could like link the video in the rules section.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be pog.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna work on it this week.
All right. They're in game now.
Okay. Yo, Master Doran, that was a nice showing, bro. Darkness is such a hard deck to pilot.
It is a hard deck. That's why I don't play it. Although I'm telling you, while we're waiting for I think the ban phase to end, this Poro deck, it's really fun, but it's really hard to play. But it's like really hard. Because your best card is the Aurora Borealis. but it's also really hard to cast because it's at 6 mana and it fills your hand
True.
with 4 cards. So if you're playing it, that means you have to have mana left over, but you also need to not have a full hand. So it's like, that alone is awkward.
Yeah, nah, it can definitely be really weird to play it because you don't know, like, first of all, you have to play around your hand space, and second of all, you have to play around your opponent not doing something crazy on the turn when you need to play the Borealis. So yeah, it can be a lot to play around. But coming in here, we got Poppy Zed versus Draven Scion. So Eloart is kind of stacked here, right? He has the double Zed with Poppy in hand. But he has to be able to play it here, this turn into next turn, and not die to Doodoo Dununu's aggro aggression. So next turn it looks like Zed is safely gonna come down, right? Because he's gonna have Sharp Sight and also Twin Disciplines to back up Zed. Could see him thinking about it a little bit, but I think that playing probably, but then again, oh wait, oh, he's gonna get blown out by this. Oh, this survival skills is about to come in hot. This survival skills in Doodoo, double survival skills in Doodoo Dununu's hand, by the way. Wow.
And Super Toaster, thank you for the compliment there. All right, sorry, I was double checking something with the more match disputes and whatnot.
Jeez, look at this. So this is why, I mean, I don't think this would have mattered that much because, I mean, it is 5. But this is why some people say it's good to pre-commit buffs. Because imagine if you would have been hitting for 9 here instead of just 7. Like, that's a big deal. That's half of the Nunu's health. So he just has to take the L on that one. Okay. So now we see the Risen Rider being played by Doodoo Dununu here. He's just trying to put up some aggression because he knows that Elward cannot really block. Like, even if he slams down a Poppy here, he knows that he's not gonna block. He knows that he can't block because these are the units that he needs to you know, win the game. So there's no way he's blocking with those. And if he's able to put out enough damage, then he might just kill him with the burn. Like, look at all this damage here, right? This is literally like 8, 12. Like, he literally has to block here unless he just dies to, like, a Mystic Shot. So there's no way he can't block here. So he's forced to block with Poppy to hopefully mitigate some of this damage.
I'm back. I'm not going to try and figure out that problem anymore. I might have to look at it after the stream, but this is a kind of ridiculously close game, it seems like. Let's see. We have the Zed and the attack token. No rally, though.
No rally.
Means pushing lethal might be difficult through the removal. But he might not be able to proc the Whirling Death. If he only attacks with Elusive, this should be lethal for Eluard.
My shield is yours.
Oh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, yeah, he has exact lethal. Wow. Wow. No.
Oh.
Wait. No.
So, unfortunately, he's not playing around the fact that his opponent could have exactly only rolling viable.
wait.
He's thinking. He realizes that this is lethal.
Yeah.
As long as there's no like double mystic shot or a GE, and he finds it by playing around the world death. Very well done. This is why Eduard is a top 32 gamer, right?
Facts.
He's going to be playing in the seasonal next week.
Nah, yeah, he's been definitely putting up some really good results in our tournament as well. Like honestly, I think he's been making like top 4 almost every single tournament that I've seen him play in. Like even if he's not like hitting 3rd or 2nd or even 1st, he's like top 4. So like he's been putting up pretty good results. So
Yeah, a super skilled player.
So we're going straight into game 2.
It looks like he's bringing Curious Shellfolk.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. I'm going to assume this is Curious Shellfolk. Is it Ezreal J Shellfolk?
Ezreal J Shellfolk, yeah.
I've not seen Ezreal J Shellfolk before.
Me either. This is going to be some spice. Okay.
So I'm trying to pull up his list now. And it is indeed just Ezreal J Shellfolk. He's only on 2 Jace though. So it's kind of cool. It gives him a mini Vi. I wonder if he's running Vi in a separate. Is he on double Shellfolk? No, he's on Teemo Swain. Huh. He's on Teemo Swain, Rally, and Ezreal Jace. So he's just thinking that Jace is straight better than both Vi and Fizz. Oftentimes these Glorious Evolution decks run a Fizz because it has the built-in spell protection. But he's going for the Ezreal Jace variant. It's going to be less all-in on Glorious Evolution. He's only running 1 copy of it. However, it is going to be kind of stronger in the middle portion of the game. So let's see if this deck hits that consistency target I'm sure he's looking for. I wonder if this is a secret tech he might bring top 32 next week. Or at the end of this week. It's coming up.
Yeah. No, it's definitely coming up.
The Aftershock there, just trying to make sure he doesn't take too much damage. Kind of like it.
Just trying to cleanly go into next turn.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
So Doodoo Dununu does have double Scion, but he did top deck a mini morph here. So that is pretty good.
Yeah, and Minimorph and Jace work together pretty well because it does give him that level up. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this version of Shellfolk actually wins the game. Because Jace doesn't really have any good duplication targets. In fact, he doesn't have any good duplication targets other than his gate that he only gets 1 of. This deck is running Minimorph and Glorious Evolution. They're the only 2 6+ cost spells that he has. Plus a production search. Hold on, we might be having a problem here. Was production surge manifested? Can you hover that real quick?
Yeah, it was.
It was? Okay, good. I was just like, oh no, we're gonna have another DQ. But no, it's manifested. That is a legal production surge. And Jace will duplicate that actually, which is pretty cool. Yes, he gets him off the 2-drop, the Pharaoh's Financier. Speaking of the Pharaoh's Financier, I think now is the time for it to come out of the hand, and it does. It hits the board. We'll have to see what he takes. Whatever he takes, if he casts it next turn, he'll be able to level up the Jace, which is nice. It gives him production surge value, kind of right there, and he can play the gate on his next attack token.
Oh, and he top decks the second mini morph, by the way. So Doodoo might have 2 Scions in hand, but Elwick has the answers. The answers are within the hand at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. They're right there, ready to be played. And right now, I think we're kind of seeing the strength of the Jace version of this deck. It's just simply is able to target Scion, I think, very well.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, he hasn't sustained too much damage going into the mid game. He's going to be able to mini morph Scion when he comes down. It looks pretty good to me. So Scion comes down here leveled, and he has the answer. You think he's just going to production surge and mini morph it next turn?
I think
Oh, you're just gonna open mini morph it.
I think I would like the production surge there, and then mini morph next turn on the attack. It makes him play the second Scion a turn later, but I could see why. Like, it's not bad. I think open mini morphing.
No, I don't think it's bad. You see the second Scion come down here. So we're most definitely gonna see a mini more. Oh, we got a Shell Folk. We're gonna snatch the Shell Folk here, right?
Almost certainly.
Yep. Okay. Because then we're gonna start pranking them, getting cards off of them, and then pretty much using those cards against them. That's what Shell Folk does best.
Replicating the power spike.
All right, that mini morph coming out. It gets duplicated, which doesn't actually matter. I guess it actually is good against spell shields, right?
It's really good against spell shields. Makes it so that you're definitely getting your mini morph off.
That's Spear, and I put the deck lists in the chat for you. So you should be able to click on, open that up, and find it in there. All right.
So double production. I mean double production surge coming in hot.
So I think I feel like there's a bug with production surge. Oh no, it's to play spend all of your mana.
Yeah.
So wait, this is weird. Four, 5, 9. Yeah. It's weird because I feel like the second production surge should just give you the 0-1 challenger, but it doesn't work like that. So he's trying to get value here from these turrets. He's going to trade down the board. The problem is he's down to 11 and has a Captain Farron on board, and Captain Farron by himself is threatening to just like end the game.
Facts.
He's out of answers. And I think this is where open mini morphing was incorrect, because there's a chance that this line occurs one turn later. Yeah, and just like that, Edward has to tap out. Captain Farron able to break the siege, if you will. and stumble over the line.
Testing if there aren't a few failures.
Yeah, I mean, of course we have caster vision, right? But I don't think that production surge was that good there. I think that if he had maybe waited a little bit with the production surge and maybe tried to develop Shell Folk and then tried to take some of his cards, that might have been a little better there. But I mean, he still would have been open to like him developing a whole board. So I guess equally they were probably both pretty bad.
Right. So, Nunu is playing Zed Poppy against this Bandle City Shellfolk Ezreal Jace deck. The traditionally speaking, Piltover and Zon should be pretty good against Zed Poppy because they have the removal spells. But if Nunu can kind of play around these removal spells, I think it's going to be absolutely devastating for Eluard if he can kind of sneak on in through. I think playing a 2-drop on turn 2, even though he's attacking on evens, is kind of troll.
Same. Because now if you drop your Zed here, you're just forfeiting the game.
Okay. Right, so he has to pass. He's burning a mana here. And what's he do now? Now he plays Zed. And oftentimes the still can just get killed.
How do you like a mini morph here? I kind of like a mini morph here.
I think that's pretty bad. I think it's bad.
You think it's bad?
I think it's bad because the mini morph literally costs twice as much mana as that does.
True, but...
And what happens if they just play another Zed? Or play a Poppy?
I mean, they'll have to play Poppy next turn. Because you've already spent your 3 mana.
I mean, that is true. But I don't know.
And then you would still have that what's the name? Because right now Zed is basically threatening him, right? Like that's the biggest thing is that Zed is threatening him.
So he just plays Jace and gets Challenger and can kill it?
True. There's the rally.
Oh man, Nunu might just have every answer. So
yeah,
Pokey Stick comes out.
I think he just
but Sharp Sight's not enough. They trade.
Oh yeah, if he sharp sights, they trade. Oh wow! But does he have to? No, there's no way he does it. It's such a waste.
Hang on, Buzzball.
And there's potentially a world where he has to mini morph the duo next turn. But even still, if he doesn't get some removal, and a time trick works, and a lecturing Yordle works too, actually.
Yeah, lecturing Yordle's coming high here, actually.
And Conchologist. So things are looking kind of okay with Eduard as long as he can hit a removal spell on a Conchologist or a time trick. I think he'd rather play a Conchologist than time trick.
Oh, we're just gonna open?
Interesting.
Oh, because we have I think we just take this. Yeah, I think we just take this. But because he has a rally in hand.
Mm-hmm. So rally plus, that's 2 plus the twin disciplines, that's 5 damage. 5 is less than 8. So this is okay-ish.
Yeah, I think we just pass.
Never see us
kind of force him to play a buff or play another unit. Yeah, I like that. So we're just getting the 5 in, which is fine. And I think now we take the shot. Yep, there we go. Group shot is coming in hot.
Yeah. He got a group. Ooh, yeah, the
and
group
a
shot's
mystic
really nice.
And a mystic shot. Wow.
This prank is very nice because it lets you peek into the hand of the opponent, which makes your Conchologist and your time tricks easier to take the right card with. This poison dart might as well just be a final spark. It's effectively doing the same thing final spark does, which is hold your opponent's mana hostage. They can't play their cards without getting punished because the Green Glade duo, it only has 1 HP.
I actually like that.
Did he have really bad options?
Yeah, they were all really terrible options. It was like it was draw 2, counterfeit copies, and then that card. Mystic shot does suck here. We'll take the shot so that we can group shot next turn. What do we top deck? Oh, Zed.
Zed's not good enough, but Pokey Stick is an incredible card. The reason why Zed isn't good enough is because you could just chump block him.
Everything's better with company.
Says you.
Very likely we see a Pokey Stick here. A group shot, I think I much prefer the Pokey Stick first because you get the card draw before the next priority, which is just straight better.
Wow.
Yeah, and just like that, he taps out. He knows that he couldn't attack if he attacked. Zed died, and if he doesn't attack, he just kind of loses there anyway. So he does tap out there, and I think was that game 3?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
You're right. That was game 3.
And Eluard doing quite well for himself yet again. So, a little tournament update. We have...
Let me see. Is this game still going on? Fanato versus Monatary.
Are they still going? They've been going for a while. That's what I checked. Earlier.
Let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna add. I don't have either one of them added. And not Tio. Okay, it looks like they're still in game.
Yeah, I have Fanatio added right now.
Oh
Yeah, they have 8 minutes left on the timer.
Oh wow.
It's Thralls against Thresh Viego. I think Thresh Viego is pretty heavily favored in this matchup. There's really no way for Thralls to kind of kill the Viego player, especially because of things like Will of Ionia and Concussive Palm. They really like preying on these big, high-costed units. If you will Bionia a Frozen Thrall, they have to spend 8 mana next turn just to play it again. That's not a great time for it. In addition to that, Viego will slowly but surely be leveling up. And when Viego levels up, he can start stealing these Frozen Thralls, which is quite good for him.
Oh wow, I'm looking into the hand of Fanato. He kind of has all the answers here, right? He has the will, he has the syncopation, he even has the spirit refuge. Oh, so we're definitely gonna see a syncopation here, right? Emote game on deck.
Kind of confused at what this accomplishes. But he does Cinco. Probably pretty likely we just see this Cameroon Soldier, and we do pumps Viego to an 8/7.
Close to. Oh, okay. He's not that close to leveling.
The big thing here is the Spirit Refuge.
Mm-hmm. The Spirit Refuge is definitely gonna come in hot. For sure.
Because he could then take 8 and then heal 8 back up with Viego and feel pretty good about it. But he's also going to start chaining these mists. And when you can chain the mist, Viego becomes like a build a Hydrovine.
He's just...
Which is pretty nice. And then he can even play the Spirit Refuge eventually on them and not put Viego in danger at all. We're actually in a really difficult position, I think, for both players. The game's kind of teetering on the knife's edge. Because we're going to have a Frozen Thrall pop out, and we're going to have another one pop out at burst speed next turn. And there's another 3 Sisters in the head of Maitri, which is making this interesting. Concussive Palm is a nice answer.
Oh, I think this is OT, right?
No. It turns red when it's in the OT, the timer.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep, so he's gonna instant pop out a 3rd Frozen Thrall. I think Maitri might have it here. Because, and only because of the 3 Sisters, he could double Entomb. He can't quite double Entomb. He could single Entomb that.
And then also, if Finito goes for a Spirit Refuge here, he has a freeze.
Right, so I think Venatio has to pass here and just take the 6. Yeah, if he commits his mana too early, he's going to be in quite a bit of trouble. But if he hits okay here, he levels up Thresh and 9 plus 3 and maybe Viego. Alright, so Viego doesn't level up here. But now he can will Vionia the 8/8 that would otherwise be hitting his face. Oh, she's in the Palm. Palm makes sense too.
Yeah, Palm's pretty good here too. This is a really difficult position, for sure. But I think Finito, as long as he uses his tools correctly, I think he should be able to maneuver this.
I think he can, but it's really, really a tricky spot. Thresh levels, but Blighted Ravine kills Thresh before he gets to attack. Unless he plays a Twin Disciplines.
He does
Which he
have
probably
double,
will.
He does have double Twin Disciplines in there.
Alternatively, he could just let it die and play second Thresh.
Oh, wait, that's a Thresh? Oh, I thought that was an actual, what's the name?
I think he's supposed to Twin Disciplines after the Blighted Ravine. I think. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Finatio and Maitri are teammates of not only each other, but also they're teammates of Eluwa. So we might get a little team killing going on here. So when this goes through, Viego will come out. He comes out buffs, and he should be able to just trade with a Thrall favorable, or not even trade, just kill a Thrall. And when he kills the Thrall, Thresh dies, which bumps Viego. And his regular Viego comes back next turn. They could Frostbite Viego.
I don't know. I think Finito has it here. I think as
We go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I think as long as he, like I said earlier, as long as he uses his tools, I think he has it. Well, you saying we're in overtime now, right?
Yeah, we are definitely in overtime now. And Finatio has the kind of timer advantage, but both players are going to have to pick up the pace. They don't want to be the one to run out of time and lose on. All right, I like the Spirit Refuge. It forces the next Entomb or Frostbite out right now, which means they can't play it later, which is kind of nice. Because if Finatio heals for 10, I don't know if he can actually kill or be killed again.
Yeah, I think he has to take this freeze here. Oh, he's entombing
Be
it.
in Tomb. Yep. Could be in Tomb. So right now on open, it looks like he's pushing 8 damage. But there's a Will of Ionia which has to be played on a Thrall. You can't play that on the clock hand. and that means he takes 1 damage this turn, and that's pretty good. I wonder why he didn't Twin Disciplines his Thresh. Maybe because he just doesn't need to. But if he... I mean, he's gonna have second Viego come out, right? So I guess he doesn't need to. He would have he would have 3 Viegos if he Twin Discipline Thresh.
I mean, I guess he just wants to make sure that it's out of Blighted Ravine.
True, true. Loses to Blighted. What is the purpose of that? Oh, I had the bug. Okay. I had the bug with the Viego. I thought he was at full health.
Oh. Okay, okay.
Now it's fixed. Wait. Why did you play that?
I don't know why he played that. Oh, to level up Viego.
It buffs the Viego. That's cool. It still dies anyway. But when it dies... Oh, it buffed the Viego. Oh, what a genius. What a genius. It buffed the Viego, and it double buffed the Viego because both Viegos saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Impressive. Really cool. Not only that, but that Viego still had lifesteal too. What a cool endgame.
Wow.
Victory is had in the nick of time. In the nick of time. We still have a whole nother game between Fanatio and Unhelpful Yoda.
Yeah. Elward has to wait for the winner of that, and then Denunu has to wait for the loser of that.
Right.
So I have Fanatio. You have Unhelpful Yoda.
No, I can add him. Oh, I do have him actually. All right. So Thresh Viego doing pretty well for Fanatio this tournament. I mean, he's found himself in the semifinal.
True. Is that what kind of matchup do you think that is? Is that an even matchup, or is that a hard matchup for Thresh Viego?
For Thralls?
Yeah.
I think it's favored for Viego. Just slightly. Because they could play things like Will Vionias and Concussive Palms, they could stall out long enough for Viego to hopefully level up. Like, if it wasn't for those 2-3 sisters in the hands of Maitri, then the game probably just ends a few minutes earlier than it did. But the double Entomb was able to stall the game for quite some time.
I mean, I'm just curious which game took them so long. Because I figured that I'm pretty sure it probably wasn't that game, because once he had the Thralls out, then it was pretty like, it was pretty like cut and dry. I'm just curious.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was a long game. That's all I know.
I mean, it was a long set for sure. I mean, that had to be game 3. There's no way that's not game 3.
Yep, that was game 3. Fanatio does move on. Just waiting for Unhelpful Yoda to match up against him.
Just waiting.
Yep.
We are just waiting. So I'm looking forward to this new expansion, right? Have you looked at the new cards, or are you just waiting for the champs?
Yeah, I have looked at a few of the new cards. They're kind of hard for me to evaluate though because the linchpin hasn't been revealed yet.
True.
It appears that Kennen and Ari are going to have synergy with one another, with recalls and whatnot.
Yeah.
Traditionally, offensive recalls aren't good. Read Katarina. But, I mean, we'll have to see if the full package makes them good enough. If they are, Yasuo Copium. And yeah, Yasuo Copium.
Nah, I think there's a lot of copium, but I think that there's gonna be a few really good cards. But I personally don't know if they can make them bouncing the cards and stuff like that. I don't know if they can make that good. Only because of like cards like Katarina, how you just lose tempo like completely. And then it's like you pretty much just have to reestablish her, and then she's not really gaining anything for it other than like a rally, which means that you had to already be in a winning position already. So it's kind of hard to evaluate these cards because like Ken has to do something crazy every time he gets recalled for this to be worth it, right?
Right. And not only that, but also, I lost my train of thought. I forgot it, but they're in game. Who did you want me to spectate?
I have Finitio added.
Infinitio, so I'll get Unhelpful Yoda.
Okay, they came out of. I hope they don't have the bug, because I actually experienced that bug earlier when I was trying to. It was like I couldn't. Every time I challenged a friend of mine, it kept just sitting there, sitting in the lobby.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I think it's starting to be more frequent, where sometimes when you add somebody and you try to get into a game with them, it just sometimes it doesn't. You're just not able to go into game with them right away, because I had to relog twice and then it finally let us play a game.
Oh.
Okay, they look to be in game now, so let's see what's going on. All right, looks like we're in game.
Is Unhelpful Yoda playing deep?
Yeah, I think this is deep versus Thralls.
Wait, it's not deep.
Oh, it's not deep.
Oh, I saw him post, and I think I caught his chat this deck list. I played like a game of it. It seemed okay, and then I deleted it. This is.
Is this Go Hard?
So it's the plunder package with a citrus courier and Hecarim as the top end.
Oh, so it's kind of like rally band. It's kind of like rally Bilgewater basically.
Yeah.
It's different.
And you get the ephemeral value from cards like Powder Pandemonium and Monkey Business. Both of them have you play an attack with ephemerals, which helps support Hecarim level up as well. It's kind of a cool deck, but I'm not sure why you'd play it over Plunder. I'd have to talk a lot with Unhelpful Yoda to kind of identify what makes it worth playing and how the adjustment changes the matchup table.
Yeah, I'm actually curious. That's actually very. It sounds on paper, it sounds like a really cool deck. But I would have to look at how consistent it is, and also just in general, like how well you level up Hecarim and stuff. I would have to look at all that. But it sounds really fun, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you even need to level up Hecarim, which is kind of cool. He alone is just kind of a big threat, makes your board kind of automatically wide. And if this deck works like at all, I think we're gonna see it this game. He's drawn Gangplank, he's drawn Hecarim, he has the things he needs, and quite frankly, I don't know if Thralls is fully equipped to deal with it. Although I say that this Prison Thrall is at 1 countdown. It's gonna pop out next turn.
Gonna pop out next turn.
It's kind of crazy to me that a leveled up GP trades with. Isn't that wild?
It trades with a Thrall, right?
Mm-hmm. If you get the attack, right? Or the attack buff thing, spell,
The
skill.
Yeah, the skill on the stack. Yeah, I get what you mean. But yeah, now that is crazy. I mean, here he does have the Thrall. He does have the Thrall here to just stabilize and not allow Yoda to get this nasty hit in. But
In-ring.
I think I think he still has to set up this attack, right? Because if he swings at him, if Vanitos gets the swing back on him, he does a way more damage.
Right. And 1,000 internet points if I name GP skill. Cannon Barrage?
I think it is Cannon Barrage, actually.
Powderful Explosion.
Oh,
Alright.
Powderful Explosion. Yeah, no. There's no way I was going to remember that.
Yeah. But now I'll never forget now. You can ask me in my retirement home when I'm 80, and I'll remember it's Powderful Explosion.
More powder. You even made the joke about GP.
Jinx. GP Jinx, yeah. On the Mystic Shot podcast a few weeks ago, I said, alright guys, who do you think powder more, Silco or Gangplank? So one of the unfortunate parts of a leveled up GP is that this barrel just gets pulled by the overwhelm unit and it gets to strike in for free.
Yeah.
It's a big issue. This is 8 damage showing right now. But, and this is a big but, we have Hecarim next, or that we could play after this. And then we have an open attack into a Citrus Courier.
Yeah, I mean, that is getting things done, right? Citrus Courier into Hecarim is looking pretty good here. I'm not going to hold you.
But he could just kill Gangplank, and that's sad. Because he could just Avalanche and Blighted Ravine. That kills...
True.
Kills his GP.
And he could also deal with the Hecarim too. He can just entomb it. I mean, of course, we have caster vision, so Vanitos could make different plays, but it looks like he has all the tools to deal with these said issues right now.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't imagine that. Well, I guess I do imagine. I was going to say I can't imagine a world in which he doesn't kill the GP right now.
Oh, he doesn't.
But this is the world we live in.
Yeah, we're living in the world where he doesn't kill the GP here.
Now, I guess GP gets blocked and dies to the 4/4 or even the Thrall. But this is not like an easy time for Fanatio.
I mean, doesn't he play these powder monkeys? Aren't they about to come in hot? Because powder pandemonium, doesn't it give everything vulnerable? Okay, he doesn't do it.
It does give it gives a random enemy.
Oh, a random enemy. Okay.
And it's only gonna spawn one monkey, and one monkey for 4 damage is not.
Okay, yeah, no. Okay, okay, okay.
I would say Unhelpful Yoda's close to winning. If he had like 11 unit mana, he could win. But he doesn't. He just doesn't.
Oh, he could play GP into rally, right?
Right, and
True.
unfortunately, doesn't look like he could do that. And Fenatio just has like every answer I think he could possibly want available to him. I mean, Hecarim's dead, GP is dead. He's down to 6, which is true, but I mean, he could Blighted Ravine, he could do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, I think he just has all the answers here, right?
So he could Citrus Courier into Powder Pandemonium, which deals 2 damage to face. Not going with that. Plays the Courier as a blocker.
And to heal his Nexus.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Glock. The Glock is here.
So you absolutely cannot play GP because it spawns a barrel, and that's a problem. You don't want to be playing a barrel.
Oh, so you want to play GP after he attacks? Oh, but he plays it anyways.
Yeah, because the problem is you also can't not play GP. Like I don't know. This is a big issue.
He's gonna get a fast speed. I think oh, he's gonna spawn them for next turn. Oh, no. He has the what's the name? Oh, he had just enough to do that. Wow, yeah, that's game. All those thralls. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. And we get the surrender coming out from Unhelpful Yoda. So Thralls is out of the picture. Fenatio probably very happy he took this. But we're still gonna have to see Unhelpful Yoda win with his own homebrew. Oops. Where is he? All right. So we have Darkness against Lux Poppy. 2 almost excessively mid-ish range decks that play for insane value until someone just wins. I'm inclined to believe that if Vigar can hit the field and stay there, then Darkness is heavily favored. If Vigar can't stay on the field for quite some time, I think they just instantly lose.
Oh wow. I mean, he does have the Vigar on turn 4. That is something.
I think Unto Dusk might be the best take here. If he had a Twisted Catalyzer, I could see taking Fading Memories. I'm not sure what the value of 3/1/1s is.
So we got Blinding Assault, Poison Dart, and Unguard. I think he's gonna take
Unguard is
Yep, he took the Unguard.
Unguard is pretty sick. It's never a card you want to main deck, but it does let you make some pretty cool plays when it's manifested. because Challenger is a really good keyword. But it's if you want Challenger in your deck, though, you're going to just play units that have Challenger instead of running an extra card.
True.
Soldiers to me.
And also, when you play Lux, giving her Challenger on top of that with her barrier basically makes her be able to take out mostly anything that comes on the board for Yoda.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It is also half of the way there of leveling up Lux on top of that. So
Right, so we got the Vigar out. No immediate answer. So we will, looks like, get at least one.
oh, that mobilize. Oh, that mobilize allows them to play Shell Folk on turn 5. Oh, it's mobilize, bouncing bomb, and stress testing. I would take the. I think I would take the mobilize. Mobilize allows you to play Shell Folk on turn 5. Oh, he took it. Oh.
Yeah, Mobilize is also another one of these Demacia cards never want to make. Almost never want to make. I did see play in Matron Cytherea, which I want to see that deck make a comeback.
True.
However, it's also just another really good manifested card. Between Purify, Mobilize, and things like Unguard, Demacia is a really good manifestable card that you don't want to main deck. Hey, so we're getting value out of these Hunted Spirits. They can block.
Lord Vagar, you cannot rush.
And we've successfully stuck the Vigar on the board for a few turns, right? Which I said was one of the keys to victory. Darkness is now up to 4 damage. Just like that. And we open Minimorph the Lux. We take away 1 potential win con. Things aren't looking so bad.
Yeah. Things are not looking so bad for Yoda here. I think he's, like you said, he stuck the Vagar for a few turns. Darkness is ticking up every single turn. He also hasn't used the Darkness yet, so it's still on the table.
Helen says, wait, but now we're folding to Concerted. And unfortunately, Concerted Strike is real. And Vigar is dead, right?
Yeah.
We don't have a missed call to
And we-
speak of.
Yep, and
So,
we also don't have enough mana to stress testing. So
exactly. So, Vigar, he got a few pumps in. Unfortunately, not able to kind of clean it up completely. And, yeah, so we're going to have to see if more Vigars can come on through. I think Vigar has to be the win con. But with this kind of reduced cost Shellfolk, we don't have any answers to it. And this means the Sloping Telescope is instantly going to find it out.
true.
So things went from looking pretty good to getting Concerted Strike and losing very fast.
True. That Concerted came in hot, honestly. Like, Yoda was looking pretty good there, but him not having that one more mana to be able to stress testing definitely decided things. So we got Charger, Volta Hylia, or Tenor of the Terror.
But we can't take Vault of Helia. Because we lose. And I love the Double Charger. Double Charger seems quite good. It threatens quite a bit. This is just straight up a misplay by Unhelpful Yoda. Because he knows that there's another Charger. So I think that's a mistake. Although I guess he has to do it eventually. And it gives him an extra blocker. So it's not a mistake. I'll take it back. Consider it taken back.
It makes a block. Yeah, no, it does make a blocker here, but I think the reason why Doe was saying it looks like a misplay is because like he said, he has another charger in hand.
Yeah, chooses not to play it, just going straight for the unguard. Yeah, so it worked out right. For Yoda, I take back my claim. I thought about it a little more. The unguard cleaning up the board, and right now we're definitely seeing a lack of ability to do much of anything for Unhelpful Yoda. He does have the Ruination in hand, but he's missing 1 mana.
Anything can be scattered into its elements, even us.
1 mana from a pretty sick Ruination.
My shield is yours.
And just when he thinks he might be able to kill the Shellfolk, the barrier comes down protecting it. Now our Shali can't even attack.
Yeah, that bright steel is coming in so hot there. Wow.
He could attack and pokey stick. That's available to him. That pops the barrier. Or he can attack in Battle Feast. That'd be even better. Pops the barrier, heals 4, and generates a blocker.
And most importantly, kills Shellfolk.
While we might be excited about killing the Shellfolk, we also have to consider the fact that there is a Poppy in the hand of Finatio.
True.
And not only is there a Poppy, but there is a 6-wide board with a Lecturing Yordle, and we don't have any units. So, if Finatio gets greedy and plays Poppy, Ruination literally will win the game. But I don't think that's going to happen here.
Yeah, nah, he's just gonna take his damage. Oh, he has triple stress testing in hand, by the way. Wow. It's a lot of stress.
So he's only taking 8. We've seen worse turns. And he gets a Vygar. He can play a Vygar and a Senna. If he banks a 2 mana, he can... Or he doesn't need to bank it, actually.
Know the heroes around here somewhere.
Oh, but Finitio has a rally in hand.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I just realized that.
And the rally is going to push so much damage.
Yeah.
That alone, the Poppy alone, just from the buffs pushes 4, plus all the innate power that's already there.
Yeah, this is looking real bad now. I think we kill that spider to clear the way, and then we just attack
It's 5, 6,
forward.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's dead.
13, yeah.
Wow.
Alright.
GG's Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda making it to the semi is a good performance, but unfortunately not able to kind of get there quite to the finish. But he's top 4, going for number 3.
So we got Yoda facing off against Doodoo Dununu, and we got Finitio versus Elwar. So I didn't think Finitio was gonna make it all the way from the beginning, right?
You didn't believe in him?
I mean, he did get a bye early, right? But he had to verse some pretty crazy people.
I mean, that's true. He had to beat Wasaruso and Mike and Unhelpful Yoda to get here, right?
Yeah.
But that's the thing with our tournaments. Only the top of the top register. Apparently, we have some crushers. All right. But a good day for Ninetales. Having two teammates in the finals. They are representing their team well.
Oh, all three of them are on the same team?
Finazio, Eduard, and Maitri are all
Oh, okay.
enabled 3K. Hello, welcome. We are just in time for the grand finals. It's gonna be between Eduard and Finazio. Just waiting on you. Go ahead and join in the game. Enabled 3K. Thank you so much for the follow, man. I do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying your stay. If you're new here, I haven't seen your name before. But every single Tuesday, that man right there. Oh, sorry. Right there. And I host this wonderful tournament. That's free and open to enter, and we give prize money to the first top 3 finishers.
Yes, sir. Mystic
This-
Shot Podcast Tournament.
This is a tourney We the Peoples invited me to earlier. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. We're still waiting on the grand final game to start. But yeah, we do it every single Tuesday. And not only that, but on Wednesday, we followed up with a repeat performance where we talk all things Legends of Runeterra. That's a Mystic Shot podcast, and that'll be happening tomorrow at 8:30 over at We the Peoples' channel.
Yes, sir. Try to talk about the tournament, anything crazy that went down, any new decks that we see. And then we try to, this week we're probably going to talk about the new cards, obviously, because new sets popping out. Everybody's ready. I know I'm ready to get some new cards. I'm hyped. Hopefully we get a spoiler of Kennen tomorrow. I can't wait to get into the new cards, though.
We should be getting Kennen's reveal tomorrow.
Yeah. Imagine they just drop us Ari.
People would be like, what?
Yeah, people would be like, huh?
Enabled says, I would have totally joined, but I wasn't sure if I would be up by the end of it, and you didn't want to have to dip out on anyone if it went too late. You'll definitely try for the next one. Hey, no problem, Enabled. We do usually end at around night. Sometimes we end at like 11:30. I think last week they ended pretty early. Like they speed ran that tournament. But we usually end around midnight Eastern time.
Yeah, we started literally right on time. And me, Mo, I don't know. Maybe it was because Mo was here. We were speed running.
Maybe you didn't have a couple series hit OT.
Oh, that too.
All right, they are in game. I got Finazio. You have Eduard?
Got it.
Nice. All right.
Let's get into this. Fine. He's been playing at top level. He's in top 32 in the seasonal, so he's no slouch. He's here to play. And then of course we got Finitio. So I'm just happy to see what plays everybody's gonna make, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope in the future, whenever Legends of Runeterra matures a little bit, they make this tournament mode where like the admins of the tournament can like spectate not only the games but also like the ban phase and see the deck lists just in client. It'd be so much easier to like host these communities.
True.
So that's on my wish list. But we're in the game here. We have, it looks like Teemo Swain, one of my favorite decks, against Lux Poppy. I think, my personal opinion, is that Teemo Swain is favored in this matchup.
I think so too.
Because you can very reliably and Shellfolk. You also have this kind of late game win con, the Swain board lock. So I'm thinking Eduard might be favored here, but Finatio, obviously very, very good player. He appeared quite skilled on the deck in the games that we see. So we'll have to see. AFK for the mulligan, perchance. Enabled says, I'm pretty new to LOR. Almost 3 vaults collected, but we got to play in the seasonal last weekend, and I'm so glad you had a good time.
Oh, that's amazing.
I also offer free coaching for anyone who wants it. So if you're wanting to get coached by someone who's been in Masters a few times, 6 times to be exact, just send me a message and we can set up a time. Absolutely for free. I like coaching people. I did it yesterday. I'll have some more on Friday, so just let me know. All right. So I'm starting to see why. I wonder if he DC'd actually. No, he played a card. Alan, you said you'd be up with that? Let me know if this brings you to my Discord. Yeah, you can DM me on Twitch. This will bring me to a Discord. DM me on Twitter. Whatever you want. Alan, I got you.
Okay, we got Ravenous Flock, Brothers Bond, and Dagger.
So
Takes the flock in.
I'm starting to see how Finatio's game took until overtime. It looks like he likes to think through everything, which is fine. We're here, right? We're here for the hour-long set, right? That's peak Runeterra, right? Is when people are thinking through their plays.
True.
Thank you for the follow, Josu. I appreciate it. Means a lot. They enjoy the content.
Say you went 4 and 5 overall. Yo, that's amazing. Honestly, first time the seasonals going 4 and 5 is pretty good. My opponent hasn't appeared yet. It's been a little over 10 minutes. What do I do? I'll take that.
If he's online, I'm gonna message him. I think he's offline. If he just got offline, then you just have him win. Yeah, he got offline. So I guess you win. GG, Nunu. Congrats on 3rd place.
Dude got offline.
So here we see the Teemo developed. We do have a sharp sight answer for whenever Teemo can attack. And right now, things aren't really looking great for either player. But we do see Lux. And if Lux levels up, then she starts threatening the board in a pretty... Enabled was running Lurk, your favorite, GP Sedge, and Poppy Zed. That's a good lineup. That's just a solid lineup. Especially if you like Lurk and you are confident on it. So Finatio is putting quite a bit of pressure onto the board of Eluard here, forcing Eluard to take in sub-prime block. While the block on the surface doesn't look great, he does have Death's Hand that can remove the Vanguard Sergeant. I'd prefer the Death's Hand here, but he's banking the mana to move forward and doing more raw damage. I would prefer that to be spent trying to kill later on, but I can see why Eluard would choose Flock, especially because he has another one. So, by playing the Swain here and the Flock on, it's actually kind of telling me that he's trying to accelerate the game. And perhaps he sees himself as the quote-unquote beatdown that is needing to end the game. One of the great parts about this Lux Shellfolk deck is that you can run not only Lux's Prismatic Barrier if you draw them, but sometimes you can just play Prismatic Barrier and it feels pretty good, where that is not always the case. Not only can you main deck it if it's Tramp spell, but you can also get it from Ghost, and that feels nice because it gets Lux halfway to leveling up.
True. I was looking at the wrong screen.
Hey, thank you, Nunu. I appreciate you stopping in. Congrats on another top 3. I guess top 2. Well done.
Yeah, technically he did top 3. Oh, disconcerted. It's coming in hot.
Yeah, so this Concerted doesn't actually kill Swain,
Oh,
which
'cause
is
he
like
has-
awkward. And it still doesn't kill Swain. But it does prevent the level up. So I'm assuming the idea was play the and then shoot Swain. Unfortunately, Lux didn't get leveled up because of the mini-morph. Alright. So a nice attack here. I like that they're attacking when they doesn't seem anyway that the opponent can block the Swain. Alright. We get the sharp sight out of the hand. It's unfortunate. It's a big feels bad. I do think Eduard is in a position where he needs to take risks in order to come back into the game. I think he's a bit behind in terms of value. So I understand the risk. Plays a Death's Hand to level up the Swain, so at least they trade with the Conchologist. And if you could draw like a Leviathan and stick it on the board, and then play a Swain and stick it on the board and not instantly die, I think he's in a fine spot. But that's a lot to ask, considering the fact he has neither the Leviathan or Swain or a whole lot of mana over the next few turns.
Yeah.
Things are looking dire, I would say.
I mean, we did say that our work will be a little bit more favored, but maybe we're wrong. Maybe this deck isn't so favored into this Poppy Lux deck.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with being wrong. I assumed, or was perhaps assuming an error, that they could deal with all the little stuff easier than they are. And I was also assuming that they wouldn't actually be able to block Swain, but they've been able to pressure Swain quite a bit himself, and the sharp sight allowing him to be blocked as well.
Mm-hmm. True. I also think that this Lux Poppy deck is able to put down so many small units, right? And the Swain Teemo deck, it doesn't have, like, it has removal, yes, but it doesn't have enough removal. That's the problem. That's what I saw anyways.
Yeah, and their removal often is a 2-card combo. Like, it's a Poison Dart and a Scorched Earth, or a Pokey Stick and a Ravenous Flock.
He top decked Leviathan and then he played. Oh, wow. Wow, what an aloof.
Yeah, and just like that, this game gets much, much harder for Eduard. The aloof was his I can get back into the game copium card. And now he doesn't have it. He gets to stun the Poppy. It would be really nice if he had a Ravenous Flock, but he used them earlier. So the Poppy gets to live to see another day. There are only bad blocks available for Eduard to take, and we're really starting to see just sheer outvaluing from Fnatia.
Yeah, he's just outvaluing him, to be honest. Like, unless he top decks another... Goes for this
All right.
pokey stick.
Pokey into Leviathan is kind of cute.
Oh, Leviathan?
Okay, okay. Hope. Hope.
Hold on.
I
There
always
might be...
By the way, chat, I'm not just standing Eluard. Even though we do like Eluard, he's a friend of the stream, pops in often. But things are, I mean, they're not looking good. I can't say they're looking good.
No,
But they're looking desperate, and the Hail Mary attempt is possible, right? He's only 16 or 60 yards from the end zone instead of like 90. I don't know why I'm making football metaphors, but I am. Mobilize just actually doesn't work here. No good choices. So it just goes with the otter post. That's fine. Oh, the second Poppy is so good. And he reveals the other two cards. Knows exactly the
wow.
Scorched Earths.
The Scorched Earths are just here, and he knows they're here.
Is this enough? -7? Wow, Poppy just is kind of a good champion. I don't know if chat, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Poppy's a good champion. They should probably be playing Poppy.
Poppy's usually pretty good. I mean, here we only see 4 damage come through, and then we can play Swain.
I won't stand by.
Lux levels up, it gets the final spark, which is not very good for us.
Definitely not.
Because now the Leviathan's killable.
Oh, wow.
So if Eduard is on 3 Leviathan,
And not only that, once we play Swain, we can just spin him back to deck. Oh, he killed the Poppy. That's right. That's right.
okay. So the line, he has to play Scorched Earth on the Trickster. And now it doesn't even matter because he played second Pop.
Yeah.
If he played Scorched Earth on the Trickster, then he draws a Shroom, then he can open attack, and then he loses Concerted and off the top. That's an oof.
Wait, he drew Concert? Oh, wow. What a Concerted.
Yeah, and Concerted plus Prank is another final spark as well.
Wow. Yep, it's a Concerted. Yeah, that's
Yep, and we'll probably just see a surrender from Eduard. Not much to do here.
Pokey into Pokey.
I mean, no, we were never dying. We had every answer we could possibly have needed.
Is there a world where we get a 3rd Leviathan?
Even if you draw 3rd Leviathan, you're dead. Unless the Leviathan gives you a 0 mana Swain.
0 mana, swing, stun everything on the board, right?
Yeah. Alright, so now we just attack, and this is GG.
Yeah, this is GG. Many more.
Wait. He's gonna fizzle his own, Alright. All right, game one going out to Finatio. Alan says, I really don't like Swing Teemo unless it's against Poppy Zed. So, Swing Teemo is like 48% into everything. And then like 70% into Zed Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's a fun deck. Right now, my current favorite deck, because I played a few games of it yesterday, is Poros. Swim clapped me with his Poro deck yesterday, and I was like, I gotta get my hands on it. It's a lot of fun. So if you want a fun deck, chat, I can send you Swim's Poro deck. It's very hard, but it's very, very fun.
So we're going
You were watching it? You just see me get clapped, Alan?
Yeah, I was watching it. So we're going into game 2. We got Thresh Viego versus Swing Teemo once more.
You tried looking for my stream? I was offline. Well, yes, I was offline. Yes. I was not streaming then. Alright, so this I think is a favored matchup for Swing Teemo. Although I think I said that last game. So maybe I'm just a Swing Teemo fanboy. But you can kill Viego with like a ping and a scorcher pretty easily. So I think with that reason it might be favorable. But there are things like syncopation that prevent that and denies. So maybe it's 50-50. Toxic says, I definitely didn't change my name. I rebrand every 5 years. Meant to be Vanquish? I don't understand, but that's fine. It should work like the Lee matchup? Probably. Alright, get the Hydrovine out of the hand. Not bad, not bad.
Emo game on deck.
The Will of the Ionias for Finatio are really, really sick. It basically means Leviathan can never stay on the... And he has 3 of them. So while I think this matchup in general might be favored for the Teemo Swain player, because they can remove the win con so easily, with 3 Will of Ionias, I don't know if that's still true. Because that's 3 turns worth of just blanking.
Award plays 8 mana worth of a unit, and Finitio plays 4 mana worth of a spell to bounce it to hand. That don't sound worth.
Leandro Job, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it.
So I like stress testing here.
Stress testing is super good for a couple reasons. Resets Viego down to 1/6, at least for a turn. And in the event that there's something dying that's going to level up Viego, you can stress test it, and then he only sees that 1 power. rather than all of it. So kind of a little versatile. It's also a burst speed spell, which means it's not syncopation.
Yeah. Nah, I think I like the what's the name? But he did take the Death's Hand, so it was able to use it on Thresher. And then he's able to use a Flock to just pick it off.
Glimpse Beyond, I definitely agree with this Glimpse Beyond. His hand right now is essentially bricked with the 3 Will Vionias. They are helpful for the Leviathan, but other than that, they don't really do too much. But now he's able to draw 2 more cards,
I think
saving his hand.
I think we're supposed to take the second Flock. Can't let you draw.
There's no way we third Flock, right?
No, we definitely third Flock. We've already
We third Flock it?
We've already said we're committing.
I guess so. The third Flock, the commitment has been made, and Swain's leveled up. And you know what? Finatio's head is terrible. It's actually terrible, and he just draws another Glimpse Beyond. The second Glimpse Beyond could be pretty brutal. Imagine Edward's face when he gets triple willed. That's true. That's true. And it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, he has double Leviathan in hand. It's most definitely going to happen eventually.
Oh, Finatio, a very good Glimpse Beyond here. If he Glimpse Beyond the 3-2, Glimpse Beyond the 3-2, he loses that hand. Very clean decision there. He played around Death's Hand, and he played around a Scorched Earth. And we're in this moment where we're like, oops, all spells for Finatio. He doesn't have units to play. Kind of awkward.
Another day in the field.
R.I.P. Timo.
Oh, he's gonna do it to him.
The cheeky aloof travelers gets one Leviathan out of the hand. Also fixes the hand of Finatio a little bit because he draws a Glimpse Beyond.
So we're just gonna clap him with the Will of Ionia here, right?
So we can play the Will of Ionia, but like, what does that even actually do? It saves you 3 health, I guess.
You never.
I'm just staring at these triple Will of Ionia in hand. That is so.
But again, it sounded really good earlier in the game, but it's sounding less and less good as we continue forward. Like, he's gonna Will of Ionia here, he's gonna take 4 damage, opponent plays Swain, and that Leviathan, it's not dead. It's just temporarily delayed.
I mean, he can play Hydravine also, right?
I'm anticipating Swain to be played. He's holding up 4 mana so he can Will of Ionia again. So this is a soft pass with the poison dart. Thresh. All right. So now we should just
Whoa.
see another Leviathan, right?
Yep, we should just slam down like Leviathan, back it down.
All right. So now we know that that is 3 more damage going to the face. And now the onus is definitely on Fanatio to remove all of the threats from Edward. The Lecturing Yordle, the Leviathan, and the In.
Yeah.
Right. And he tapped out. We're going to a game 3 of the game finals. I don't think you can ask for a better finals than this so far.
Nah, I'm enjoying it. So far, I have learned Teemo Swain is a good deck into like any kind of deck that needs its champions, pretty much. Any deck that like needs like units to stick, then Teemo Swain is usually pretty good into it. But when the units are like spread out, like that Poppy Lux deck, it's kind of harder for them to target it.
Right. It's so a lot of people assumed that Teemo Swain would be good into Plunder, but it's actually not that good because of that same reason why you said, because they could go wide so quick even by playing Plunder. It turns out it's not as good as you'd think. So the Ruined King came to this game just like he came to save his queens really late. Oof, Alan. They had to do it to him like that. So Eduard playing the Jace Ezreal One Glorious Evolution deck.
Oh yeah.
Clearly it's been performing for him. He's here in the finals. The one game we saw, actually, I guess we saw 2 games. The first game we saw didn't look too great. The second game had a much better result. We'll have to see where it lies here for game 3.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see this deck in action for sure. Because it looked like it was a really strong deck, right? But it definitely has a little bit of kinks to it, and it really needs to draw Shelf Hook. But he does have it in hand, so let's see what happens in this game. He does indeed have double Green Glade Lookout, which is obviously really good when you have double Hydra Vines in hand. It's usually pretty good.
Yeah, double Lookout, double Hydrovine is possibly the ideal start. Unfortunately, he didn't have any backup, like he didn't have a Twin Discipline to ensure that they could survive, and he drew a third Lookout. In most circumstances, this is the ideal hand. You have your late game, you have your middle. As long as you draw Viego at any point, you're very happy. This PNZ deck is not most circumstances. It has the answers. It has Mystic Shots. It has Thermo Beams. It has Mini Morphs to deal with these big time threats. It's perfectly fine with Eduard if the Hydrovine's going to drop on turn 6, because he can just Mini Morph it if he so chooses. Or he could Thermo Beam it.
Yep, he can almost very easily get rid of these cards. So all the threats can be taken care of when it comes to this Viego deck for sure.
It makes me curious as to how Fanatio thought he was going to win this matchup. Maybe he knew he was taking an L in the Thresh Viego versus the Shellfolk deck, and was hoping to get the other matchup and win game 1 Viego. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. So he's going to have to try and find a way to sneak a win. With this being said, he might be able to answer the first Hydrovine. He might be able to answer the second Hydrovine, but will he be able to answer the 3? We have the Trinket trade. We have the Otterpuss. So unlike the Glorious Evolution, this isn't a huge threat immediately, but it is a problem. The hand's going to be pranked into oblivion. There's not going to be much play that Fanatio can make. But the Hydrovine hasn't been removed yet. I have to think Eduard is actually in just such a favorable position. Because he's now going to have his own Hydrovine too, if he wants them.
Oh,
and
wow.
he does.
He takes a Hydrovine.
How does he lose from here?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
He could take a Camavoran Soldier. He is actually playing Viego. Better than Viego.
He's literally playing Viego at this point.
Speaking of Viego, he has arrived. So, do you open attack here if you're Fanatio? With the Hydrovine? Chooses not to.
I don't think so. I like this development of the second Hydrovine, to be honest. Because we need to pressure him. But LOR decides to say, "Oh, really?" It's like they both have nukes right now, right? But they don't want to like use them. They're just building up resources. But to be honest, at the end of it, I think LOR is gonna be there at the end of the dust to pick up the pieces. Because that show folk allows him to pretty much just grind it out as hard as he wants to.
So it's really, really, really close at who is ahead here. Because there are 3 Hydrovines available, and the Viego, drawing Viego is a big deal. With that being said, like, Eduard has as many Hydrovines as he wants. Effectively. Because he can continue to prank them.
Yeah.
So, it's so hard.
Oh, wow. He actually hit the Hydrovine. Wow.
So, I really like how you said... Did he take it? Yeah, he did.
Took it.
I really like how you said it's like they're both staring at each other with nukes. Like, this is exactly what they're doing. The stalemate is going to be broken by Viego dropping and then Minimorph dropping on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what breaks a stalemate until there's another Viego.
Because there's nothing you can do once Viego gets mini-morphed, right? You cannot deny a mini-morph. It is at burst speed. So I'm wondering, what is this here?
Will Vionia.
Vionia. Is he thinking about willing?
So, oh, Eduard has a 10-card hand.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I like.
Yeah, so this could rip the Hydrovine. Alright, Valfeast gets played out.
He played the Valfeast. Alright. So now, if he plays the Hydrovine, then he slaps down Viego. And now that's pretty goddamn scary. Because one or two rounds of Viego on the board, and it's looking like I'm about to take your Hydrovine now.
Yeah. I think this game is going to go to overtime. That's my bold claim. I don't think either player can kill each other.
Oh, wow. But he played out the Viego here. I don't know if that's correct.
So I think he has to attack with all his. No, he can't yet.
I think he doesn't. He just have the mini here.
I think he just mini morph. He can prank first. That's fine.
But he knows his whole hand.
It's just another 10 card hand. Yeah, that was a mistake. He shouldn't have pranked there. Does he thermo beam? He's gonna burn, right?
Yeah, he's gonna burn. He's gonna burn a card.
Maybe he should have thermo beamed for 0 mana. Oh, he didn't. I thought he had 10. Guess not.
Oh.
Glorious Evolution. Man, that prank. Very upsetting that he played that prank last turn now.
Yeah, he would have had just enough to glorious.
Right.
Oh,
The second Diego got drawn.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, wait, hold on. That might win on the spot, actually. He does not have many.
And he can't thermo.
He cannot thermo here. Wait, does he know he has denied it? Oh, yeah. He sees all 4 cards.
Yep.
Yeah, we just attack. Because, we just want to take your shell folk. we want to be playing shell folk.
Yeah, I think Fanatio managed to find the way through. Like, he can't block the fearsomes other than the Shuffle.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Hold on, yeah. He literally can't even block. He can only block one. Yeah, he has to kill his shell folk?
And that's so he stress defenses.
Yeah, there's no way you're taking 19 here.
That's actually 20 because he gets the buff.
Oh. Yeah,
So
no, he has to stress.
Or he could block like this. But Viego's leveling this turn.
Yeah,
I think Fanatio's done it.
Yeah, I think he just wins on the spot now. Wow.
Wow. This game played out so interestingly. I guess it turns out if you draw all of the cards you need, if you triple draw Hydrovine, triple Lookout, and double draw Viego, you're really hard to beat.
I guess it just turns out you can't out Viego.
Yeah, I thought we could. Wait, we could Thermo Beam. It gets denied.
He gets denied though. That's the issue.
So we Thermo Beam. It gets denied, then we Glorious Evolution, but we can't do anything after? That sounds bad. Guess what? Hydrovine on 6, 7, Viego on 8, and Viego on 9 is kind of a curve. Actually true. Also, that Hydrovine just got stolen.
Wow, yeah, you're right. He just gave him a Hydra.
Or...
Oh, is it just gonna...
Oh, it gets ripped.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, no.
That's actually even worse.
I'm giving all sorts of caster curses today. I thought Eduard was in like a dominating position when he started stealing Hydrovines, but I guess not.
Me too. Honestly, I thought he was in such a dominating position there.
This Shellfolk just gets stolen. What can he take? Deny? He could deny? Pog, I guess? I don't know.
Nah,
this is so awkward.
Viego's just out of control at this point.
Nothing beats field testing.
Yeah. Nah, this is definitely done. Steals your shell folk. He just says he doesn't want it.
Unbelievable.
Wow. What a game. You know what? I'm about to play Viego right now.
Dude, you should be on the Poros, I'm telling you. The most fun deck. Right now.
Wow. I most definitely didn't see that coming for sure.
Ninetales Flay says, I can confirm this. Are they on Discord talking to each other? Funny if they. Alright. Roji and I did that in a seasonal. We got queued up against each other. Not this past one, but the seasonal. We queued into each other, so we just went on Discord and talking throughout the game. Oh, I always forget to pay you. I'm so sorry. Alright. Congratulations to Fanatio.
Yo, Fanatio coming in hot with the first. Isn't that? Yeah, that's his first win for the Mystic Shot weekly tournament.
Yeah, is he a rookie to the tournament? Do you know? I don't think I've seen his name.
Nah, yeah, I think this is the first time. That would be crazy if this is the first time he played in the tournament and he just won it. I've never seen his name before.
Yeah, me neither.
Fanatio. I'm gonna go back like 2 tournaments. One sec.
All right, so yeah, they're both from NNT. They are. Leo Gentle, aren't you from NNT?
Fanatio.
I feel like you are.
No, yeah, nope. This is the first tournament he entered.
Yeah, that's really sick.
Wow.
Wait.
What's up?
Yo, does your PayPal connected email start with an E?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It didn't say your we the peoples again. I was like, wait, who did I send money? But it should be you. All right. Edward is like, I missed the knife 6 times. Actually true. Anyway. Congratulations to Fanatio. Congratulations to Eluard for the 2nd place finish. And congratulations to everyone who came out to play this game that we all love so much. We have this tournament every single Tuesday. Book it. You can guarantee. If it's a Tuesday, it's a tournament. Tournament Tuesday is here in Runeterra. Over here at We the People's stream. Nah, I always point the wrong way. We the People's stream. I'm the worst. And the stream of myself, which if you're watching me, you're currently on. So make sure the best way to find the links so you can register is on Twitter. This guy over here, We the People, posts it first. He always beats me to it because he makes a tournament. Follow him on Twitter at We the Peoples. Then follow me on Twitter at Doughy Nut, and you should be able to find both of us there. We'll both be tweeting out the link as they come up.
Yep.
Not only that, but we also host a podcast at twitch.tv/WeThePeoples.
Yes, sir.
Every single Wednesday, the day after the tournament. So it's a great way to get through your week. Man, you got the Monday blues, you're sad, but at least you got the Tuesday. And then the tournament ends, you're like, man, I haven't had enough donut. Smooth and supple voice. So then you come and hang out with us for the podcast. It's a great time. I hope I see you there.
Nah, yeah, we definitely have a good time talking about more Runeterra content on Wednesday nights. Also, I don't know. I think we have it linked to the tournament. Once you get onto the tournament, we have a Discord as well. So if you have any issues, don't be afraid to put any issues that you have with the tournament, or if you just want to say what's up, you can also post that in the tournament Discord as well. But all the links are gonna be either in the tournament tab on Battlefly, or in the links on our Twitters as well. So you guys should be following us, because that is like the best way to find out about the tournament, to be honest, because sometimes we post it and it's a few days before the tournament, but we got to get people in. We know people want to get their LOR feels off, so We gotta make sure the tournament is here every single Tuesday, bro. And I'm hyped to do it.
Yeah, me too. We almost always only let 32 people in because we both have jobs that we need to wake up for in the morning. So we just take the first 32 registrants. So that's why you got to be, eagle eye in our Twitter. Just so when it posts, you can sign up and be good to go.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
With that being said, it is 12:20, so I do have to call it a night and head out. Should we
Same.
raid someone today? Who should we raid?
Let me see who's streaming right now.
I feel like I raid Max like every day. So I'm not gonna raid Max. I raid him every day. Who do we want to raid?
I mean, I would say Akato, but Akato has 200 people already.
All right, I'm gonna send you guys to Aikado. All right.
We're gonna go over. I mean, I'm probably gonna watch him anyways. Yeah, let's just raid Akato.
All right, I'm gonna raid Aikado.
I'm probably gonna watch him anyways.
Good guy, good streamer.
Yeah.
Good friend of mine. So go say hi.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I'm gonna send you guys over to Aikado as well. I'm kind of tired myself.
Here we go. All right, I can get off soon, man.